massive high-resolution displays. You got to experience the Dome at Cosm. Immersive shared reality that wraps around you. It's like being on the field or on the court. Inside the hall at Cosm, wall-to-wall live multi-view sports. Go to Cosm.com to get your tickets today. That's COSM.com.
Open your world to all that SeaWorld San Diego has to discover. Make new connections with orcas, belugas, dolphins, and more. Explore all new depths with Jewels of the Sea, an immersive experience featuring vivid displays of awe-inspiring jellyfish species opening this spring. And set sail on a flavorful journey as you sample your way through an all-new menu at the Seven Seas Food Festival. There's so much more to SeaWorld than ever before. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our spring break sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Here we go, Travis Rodgers, DeMarco Farr.
The far side. You ready for the far side? I'm in the far side. You're in the far side.
Go. Welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. So let's get to the fun, shall we? The Travis and DeMarco Show right now.
Tell me more about the monkey fights, baby. Have you looked
Wait, what?
There is a video I saw. Monkey tries to steal baby, or monkey steals baby. This is making me uncomfortable.
It's
this
weird.
is really scary.
I don't know my monkey breeds or whatever, but it's
monkey species.
It's 2 feet tall.
That's a big monkey.
Yeah.
That's 2 feet. That's
50 pounds.
That's a big monkey.
That's a big monkey.
Yeah,
big
I mean, it's not a gorilla, but it's big.
Yeah, maybe smaller, maybe some.
Okay.
But so it starts. There's 3 kids, or there's 3 kids you can see playing on like one of those step ladders, high step ladders you see at like big box stores.
Okay.
Then this monkey shows up, and the kids take off. Right, so you think that's the end of the video, but there's a little like baby there
in like a bassinet.
Nope, just like plain. It's like a little toddler.
Okay.
So the monkey is trying to steal the toddler. Right. So it's like, oh my God, help! Like I hope the kids come back.
Yeah.
They don't. Mom comes out, grabs the kid, starts fighting with the monkey. The monkey is not quitting. It wants
monkey wanted
the kid.
Yeah.
Right. So we're like, go mom, kick the monkey's butt, kick that monkey's ass.
Yeah.
But right. Then Dad comes out and ruins the whole video.
The monkey goes flying?
No, it just ain't worth a dang. I mean, wait till you see the video. You tell me what you think of Pops.
Okay.
Came out, had slides on.
If you're going to fight a monkey, don't be in slides. That's rule number 1.
The monkey lived there.
Okay.
Come on, Dad.
Yeah. If you're going to fight a primate, you need to have shoes.
I don't care what I have. A monkey is trying to steal your kid. I'm dropping people's elbows.
I can't
RKOs.
imagine.
Yes.
The little kids come running into the house and like, hey, what's going on? Oh, the monkey has the baby. What?
Yeah.
Like wait, what did you say?
The dingo ate my baby.
Right. Something.
What?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the kids ran away from the house.
How old were the
they
kids?
Had to be 8, 9. They completely abandoned the little child.
What happened to blood is thicker than water? Let's go.
No idea. No idea.
Stand up for your toddler sibling,
Maybe
I'm assuming.
Matt got me up out of bed.
You said this is a video?
It's a
I
video.
thought it was a dream.
No.
Are you sure it's real?
It is real. I was watching it this morning laying in bed.
Oh, my God.
Getting ready to get up and walk. And I saw this video, and then wait till you see this dad.
You start your day with monkey videos?
I'm just checking the social medias. And this,
What is your algorithm, bro?
It caught my attention. I'm watching it.
No judgment on anybody's algorithm, because if you looked at mine, it would be like, okay, this is what and it's all constantly evolving, right?
Yes, of course.
So the standards in my algorithm are baseball content, specifically baseball cards.
Okay.
A lot of golf content, like golf influencers.
Yeah.
Okay. And because I have a good buddy of mine, what up, G-Fish, that is horrified of snakes, I have a lot of snake content on my feed.
Question.
Really?
Okay, because I like to send them to him, snake videos.
Even though he doesn't like it.
Well, that's why I send it.
Of course,
yeah.
I know. I'm
so,
with you.
So those and then there's just like and a ton of cooking stuff. That is my algorithm.
Okay. Yes.
There was one yesterday, Jorge, and I really wish I could. You know what? I'm going to have you listen to it.
That was good.
That taco one is good, but it's these Spanish-speaking guys. and they cut a hole in the drywall of their, what I'm assuming is their house.
Yeah.
Because there's a socket here, right, where you plug your stuff in, and maybe 8 or 10 inches to the high left of the socket, they cut a square out of the drywall that would be about big enough to stick a baseball bat through.
Okay.
Okay, so it's about like this.
Yeah.
Okay. They put a snake in the hole of the wall,
Oh,
into the wall.
No.
Why?
Okay, so
Okay. Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. Like,
Why
what
would
the-
you put a
what-
snake in a wall?
Exactly what I
Is
was
it mice? They're trying to get rid of mice.
No, they're trying to scare somebody.
It's mice.
Oh, really?
It's
They're
a
getting
mice.
rid of
It's-
mice.
it's
So
a
all of a
mice.
sudden, the camera just stays on the hole.
Makes sense.
Here comes a mouse,
Yeah.
a rat, DeMarco.
Yeah.
You know those buckets you buy at Home Depot, those big $5 or
Yeah.
5-gallon
Filled
buckets?
it up.
Filled it
Yeah.
with mice.
Man.
Mice are just pouring out of this hole,
Getting away from the snake.
getting away from the snake, and then all of a sudden, the snake comes back out of the hole. They take the snake out of the hole, and there we go. I'm like, that is
That's the snake's job.
incredibly genius,
That's
and
smart.
B, the grossest, nastiest thing I've ever seen. And I want to know what they're saying because they're having a conversation, but I don't speak Spanish well enough to understand what they're
I want
saying.
the
Send it
video.
over and I'll.
Okay.
translate.
It was
That's
amazing.
awesome. That's smart. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you know it was mice?
I've seen stuff like that before. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that before. They put the snake in there, and it could be, a wall, or it could be in the attic. It
Yeah.
could be in
Yeah.
the basement. They just release the snakes, and then you see the.
I thought
mice
maybe
coming
one mouse would come out.
Oh,
A
no.
bunch.
It was at least 20.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Serpent
It was
on the
it
floor.
was at least yes.
Run for your life. Yeah, there it
It
is.
was so
Hey, speaking of
gross.
Yeah.
Speaking of monkeys, you know what's a monkey's favorite month?
Oh, Lord.
What?
April.
Oh my God.
Okay, so here's what I was
Okay,
thinking.
that's bronze medal.
Yeah,
That's
I think you
bronze
could do
medal
better.
worthy. It's
'Cause
bronze.
I was
Yeah.
thinking to Mark, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no month that has the word anana.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah.
I thought that for sure there was going to be
That's a
some sort of
stretch.
banana
That's
joke
Adam
in there.
Sandler right there.
Is your algorithm for Instagram or for Twitter?
Instagram.
Okay, because you can reset it. I just found out you can reset your algorithm.
Oh, really?
Because mine was all like nail designs, shopping, and I'm like, I gotta get away from shopping. So I reset my algorithm, and then around the election, it became all political. I was like, I don't want all that. Reset it again. Now it's all shopping and sports.
Oh.
And Christian's like, "Are you gonna reset it?" I was like, "No." And
You got
he's
what
like-
you want.
And
That's
then I
perfect.
was, but I
Yeah.
can't. I need to stop shopping, so I'm debating if I should reset it again or not.
What's on yours?
It must be a lot of crazy stuff. I don't know.
Clearly,
Monkeys.
Yeah, I
we
don't
know. We know
I
monkeys.
thought everybody's getting the monkey steals baby thing.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I
Oh.
don't know. Well, I don't know if it's just you, but I
Oh.
know it's not me.
Anytime there's a fight
What-
video, I'm gonna watch.
See, okay, I
Yeah.
actively go to the "don't send me this" on that stuff.
Oh, really?
yeah, I don't.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I click on those a
Yeah,
lot. Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't mind like if it's like a boxing thing, but
Yeah,
when it's
yeah.
like two guys fighting at a 7-Eleven, like I have no interest in
You
that.
don't
I
want
don't
the
know who
hood
the guy
stuff.
is.
Yeah.
But have you heard the guy that he commentates street fights?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
He's pretty funny.
He makes me
Okay.
laugh.
He's pretty
So
funny.
that guy,
Yeah.
he just posted that he's working on something with Paramount Plus.
Oh, is he
Oh,
really?
really?
Yeah, so
Okay.
he might that might have kicked into something
Yeah.
good for him.
That's,
Yeah,
I mean,
he's-
that's like
he's
a
funny.
dream job.
He's very funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
That stuff. So that's how you get monkey stealing baby.
What do we make of what we saw last night with the Lakers and the Bucks? Like what that is the modern NBA in a
Yeah.
nutshell, where the Lakers basically just said, "You can have this one."
It's a function of today's NBA.
Yeah.
You're going to get games like this. You're going to get squash matches. You are. You're going to get situations where they have Giannis and you're sitting 5 or 6 guys, just like what the Nuggets just did.
Yeah.
Jokic and Murray. Now they're both hurt.
and what OKC did, and what the
Yeah.
Warriors have done.
You're
and
going to
what-
get
I mean,
this from
everybody's
time
doing
to
it.
time. It's chess, and I think what we're seeing is the evolution of sports, of our big 3. 4 if you count hockey, and schedule adjustments, because basketball has a situation.
Clearly.
Baseball, what do you think they could do to... Do you think they should shorten the season or no?
So, if what you're asking me, what is a perfect baseball season?
Perfect baseball, basketball, football, to where you're not
Yeah.
stepping on anybody's
Yeah,
toes.
I'm okay with stepping on toes a little bit. Like this stuff can overlap a little bit. That's fine. But but
not the meat of
the baseball I don't think needs to change a ton, because baseball players have always played every day. That's what
Okay.
it's what you do. But part of the beauty of baseball, in my opinion, is that you do have to play literally every day.
Yeah.
Like over the course of a major league season, take out the All-Star break where they get a week off. But do you know how many days off they get in the season? 6 months long.
John Kruk told me you get 2 Tuesdays off a month.
Yeah.
And that resonated. Like, dang, you guys really play every day.
Over 6 months,
yes,
they get 19 days off.
That's ridiculous.
But that's part of the sport.
That's the sport. Okay, so basketball, I guess, has to evolve as far as scheduling and eliminate back-to-backs to keep those guys on the floor.
Can I give you some quick numbers?
Go ahead, please.
To kind of talk about the Lakers played their 6th game in 8 days yesterday. That's nuts.
That's too much.
Even the
old heads say that's too much.
That's crazy.
Yes.
They also have 6 more games in the next 8 days.
See, you're lucky it's basketball, because if it were any other sport, it would be too punishing. You'd be losing guys. It'd be rollerball.
Yeah.
That's too much.
It's way too much.
Yeah, that's too physically demanding. And you think that's going to be a good product? I don't get that.
I keep coming back and forth. Like I'm a little bit of two minds of this.
Regardless of how you play the game.
I hate that there's somebody out there that went and paid money to go see LeBron and Giannis hook up, and they got that last night.
Yeah.
That's a bummer for that person.
That sucks.
But I also understand why a lot of guys don't play all these games, especially the Lakers in this stretch. It's like, I got to get ready for what's coming up next. I got to get ready for the playoffs. It's not
I'm willing to sacrifice being bored now because it's going to heat up in a month. And
it's both, right? Like I understand why they do it.
Yeah.
But I also dislike that they do it.
I think people are getting fed up and frustrated, and they're not going to look the other way because, like I said, in a month it's going to pay you back. This is going to be a heated race to the finals. Especially in the West.
Yes, but
this is going to be fun in a month.
5 months of not great for 1 month of great is not a great ratio.
It's not great now.
Because and I wanted to bring this up.
Like,
and we can
December was competitive.
Here's my thing. That think about when the Lakers first went right before they got Luka. Okay, right before they got Luka, and then right after they got Luka.
Something clicked.
Well, not only just that, DeMarco, but the games were must see. What? Why?
I think it's still in there.
Because they were all. No. That's not what I'm getting at. My point is, everybody played every night.
Yeah.
And it was, when are they playing? And you turn it on. Oh, Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves. Like everybody was playing every night, and regular season basketball was incredibly exciting.
That's what I mean. It's still there.
Yeah.
NBA is still fantastic.
But that was regular season.
It has to evolve a little bit to eliminate this, because this is killing the excitement when you see things like this. And like I hear these random stories. I drove 200 miles to see Jokic, and
that part.
He didn't play. I drove a million miles to see this.
It stinks.
It does stink. And I keep relating to wrestling. When you buy tickets and it says Andre the Giant versus the Ultimate Warrior, and you show up and it says he's wrestling Kurt Hennig because the guy didn't show up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Boo. You get frustrated. I'm never doing this again.
It's the one thing, not the one thing, but it's like if you go to see a movie, Tom Cruise is in the movie.
He's guaranteed to be there.
If I turn on the TV, the guys that are in the star of the TV show is in the episode.
Right.
If I buy a ticket to an NBA game,
good luck.
I don't know.
Remember,
maybe
Laura,
they'll be there. Maybe they won't.
New Edition. Remember New Edition?
Of course I do.
Okay, when they added Johnny Gill and they got all together again,
I
so
like
you would
Johnny.
follow them on tour. You may see 4 of the 6 or 5 of the 6.
Yeah.
Or all of them. You just never knew.
And maybe if they keep going this way, it's just like, look, I just going to pick a date on the calendar and cross my fingers.
But we love basketball. Like I said, in a month when the playoffs start and LeBron is back and healthy and Luka's back, and we're not talking about the ace stringers of the roster taking on the basically Giannis and the Bucks. They're going to pay you back.
Lillard.
It's going to be fun, and we're going to forget about this era. This little run here.
I hope so. But then when that ends, we got another 5 months through before we get it again.
I hope they figure it out before next season.
This is why the NFL is King Kong. We watch every regular season game.
Yeah.
We watch the preseason games. We watch like their regular season, and I get it, it's a scarcity thing. There's only 17 of them.
Right.
But everybody plays, assuming they're physically capable, and you watch every game, and they're competitive. You never turn on a football game, and it's like, oh, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry are just not playing.
No, they're there.
You'll never get that
unless they're injured. You know what's funny? Like even when the NBA ends, if you wanted to, you could watch basketball every day. It may not be on TV, but somebody's playing somewhere. Yeah. You can play basketball every day. When football is over, that's it. for the most part. So they leave you wanting more, and you can't wait for it to come back.
Yeah, last night was a weird night. Like from the tip, it's like, this is bizarre.
Yeah, I know.
And then LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, had a big night.
17 in the show.
We'll get into it next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes.
LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN. For ESPN LA contest rules, go to ESPNLA.com and click the contest button.
With top-tier seats and luxury hotels, they handle everything. So all you have to do is enjoy the ride. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your dream trip a reality.
Hey, it's Bethel Duran. If you've ever been in a car accident, you know how stressful it can be. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. They're the experts at taking care of your business. I'm dealing with it right now. Hit and run. The back of my truck was smashed. I thought it was just a simple fix the tailgate. No. Leo said, boom, boom, boom. This is the problem, Bethel. Let me take care of it. 626-330-0100. 626-330-0100. You'll get a 50% discount on your deductible when you let them know that 710 sent you. Or check them out on Instagram at active.collision.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. It's no wonder that ZipRecruiter is the place for skilled skydiving instructors, accomplished airbrush artists, and proficient pediatricians. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter to hire, you're missing out. ZipRecruiter is the place that's so confident it can make your hiring easier that it lets you try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. So if you want the right candidates for all your roles, ZipRecruiter is the place to go. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rodgers and DeMarco Farr.
But I think there's a but, but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Are you radio's Clinton Yates? What are you?
Radio.
Today I was only radio's Clinton Yates. We were not on television
on TV.
for the program.
Okay.
No. Today it was just radio. But I was listening to the radio last night after I was watching television. Because listen, your boy was on Bronny Watch. I wanted to see him get to double digits.
He did.
It's one of these things now where, and I think we saw this after the game. Like the kid's been put in this position. I just hope that it goes well enough for him to feel that he's lived up to whatever this position LeBron has put him in.
He's just scored 17
you know what I'm
points
saying?
in the NBA.
And it's like, dude, if you had told me he was ever going to score 17 points in his rookie season,
that's what I'm saying.
I'd have been like, no, I'll take the field on that.
He's won.
Yes.
He's won.
You know,
he just did it. Whatever it is.
Whatever you think around why he's there, I don't want this kid to fall on his face. That's just not cool. And he didn't. It was a good game.
Because you have compassion, heart,
Yes,
soul.
I'm a decent human being.
I
Right.
know. Yeah,
Absolutely.
I love the fact that LeBron stands up for him. I love the fact that Bronny put in 17. But what did you think of his overall game as you're watching it?
I don't know.
Aesthetically.
Listen, he's small.
Yeah.
He knows how to find his spaces. He's not going to – he looks like a guy who should be playing more college basketball. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
Especially when you see the March Madness right in front of us. You say, oh, this kid could have really developed into something as sort of a smaller combo guard.
He's a weird size.
But he's a weird – that's what I'm saying.
He's a size that you see almost none of in the NBA.
Right.
If you're going to be that size, you need to shoot the
Or
blanket
have hops
lights
like
out,
crazy.
or be a freak athlete,
Yeah.
right? And I don't think he's either of those two things. I do think that what we saw last night, and we can debate to the degree of which what I'm about to say it was, but I think it was. There was a measure of validation last night.
Yeah,
definitely.
Now we can talk about one game, but it's
what do we validate?
It's his presence in the league beyond having a famous father.
He's better than me.
Well, okay.
Because there's no way I can score 17.
No,
on the show.
but that's
There's
not
no
the bar.
way. This
Yeah.
is funny. 'Cause we're going to talk about this later. Puka Nacua thinks he can play basketball.
Yeah, no, he's
Okay,
out of
that's
his
great,
mind,
but that's
too.
a ridiculous.
You're not
He's
scoring
out of his
the
mind, too.
discussion.
Of
Yeah.
course
But he's a
not.
fantastic athlete.
No, I'm with
You're
you.
not scoring
But
17 in the NBA.
The bar is not to be better than Puka Nacua. The bar is not to be better than DeMarco Farr, Travis Rodgers, and
Right.
Clinton Yates. The bar is, would you be here strictly based on your ability to play? And that last night was some degree of validation of yes. Now, we could argue that he never would have gotten the shot without his dad, which fair. You could argue that, to your point, DeMarco, you've been saying it all morning. He scored 17 points in an NBA game. That's not nothing.
Those were pros out there.
Yes, that is not nothing. He put Giannis in a blender and then threw the ball out of bounds.
Well, sure.
but
couple
It was good
turnovers
up until that point. Yeah, you were good.
He put it in the blender. Like it was fun to watch. So it was a measure to whatever degree we want to land on. I'm happy to discuss it, but there was a measure of validation in him playing like that.
I just want to. Why do you have a soft spot for him?
I think it's just because he got put in a bad spot. I think he's been put in a bad spot. He got put in a bad spot as soon as his name became LeBron James Jr. Like, let's be clear about that. And I don't mean that in the context of he shouldn't be named that. I just mean, can you imagine walking around in the world where you are the junior of that guy?
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a familial pressure there, no matter who you are, in terms of what you choose as a vocation to do when your name is LeBron James Jr. And I think he's carried himself well as a young man. Reminder, he came back from a catastrophic health situation that people literally forget about when they're talking about the fact that he's even
JJ
playing
kind of hinted at
ball
that
at
yesterday.
all.
Did you guys see that?
He mentioned what?
He said that they were talking about Bronny, and they were talking about his development as a player in the league.
Yeah.
And he said that one of the next steps for him is to be an elitely conditioned athlete. And I think I interpreted that at least
as a reference to what happened at SC.
He's still working his way back from the health situation that he had.
Or needs to get in shape. I don't know. Needs to get in shape. Yeah.
No,
makes
but
sense.
again, he's had literal limitations,
Well,
man.
like you said,
he could have died.
Like you said, for him to be effective at that size, you're going to have to be a freak athlete. You're going to have to work hard at it. So that makes sense too. I thought what JJ said was, and this is the point where I don't feel bad for Bronny at all, because JJ said he saw interviews before he was even the Lakers coach, and he texted LeBron and said, "This kid has his head on straight. You should be proud." So I mean, if anybody, I guess, would be ready to carry the LeBron James Jr. name,
sure.
But I think he's doing a pretty good job of
but
it.
doing it by
I'm in a position that I don't want
And
to be
I
in,
would lean
but I'm going to
into
do
it.
it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, and being a good kid is not a ticket to the NBA,
right?
And that's
I get where you're coming from.
That's my I get it. He clearly is dealing with, quite in my opinion, a really rotten situation incredibly well.
Yeah.
Because he's been put in a spotlight that he should not have been put in, and he's handled it admirably.
And it's again, he's playing basketball. This would be a hard life to live if you were a software developer or an influencer or whatever the case may be. He's actually in these same actual footsteps. That's crazy to me.
I just wonder if he thinks it sucks.
Well, I mean,
it's all he knows.
Because
it's all he knows.
Yeah,
I've been LeBron Jr. I play for the Lakers.
No, but that's
right
not.
now.
I think that's not the scale. That's not the scale of what I'm referring to.
I
just
want to feel
mean
bad
that
for somebody who's having the time of his life.
I don't need to feel bad for him. It just could have gone horribly.
It could have,
and it has not.
Yeah.
Quick sidebar to yesterday though. So after I'm watching the game, I turn on Beto Duran post game of the Lakers. You know who called into the show yesterday? Were you guys listening to this?
Who?
Flea called it.
Flea
called
I was talking with Ben
the program, and I was like, yes, it happened.
I'm not a Flea fan. He still owes me an apology.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
What did he do?
So when the Lakers made the trade for Russell Westbrook, I went on the radio the next day and said, this is a terrible idea. This will never work.
Yeah?
And he called me and yelled at me.
Oh, did he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I'm waiting.
Guess who was right?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good
no,
point.
it was cool though. That was a good moment for that
Yeah,
program.
yeah.
So I was happy about it. There's some good vibes around the lake show last night.
I'm really happy
needles?
that he had a good night.
Yeah.
I'm
What'd you
really
say?
happy that he had a good night.
He's Needles from Back to the Future.
Oh, yeah.
He is Needles from
He
Back to
is.
the Future.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nice.
yes.
Bam, bam, bam.
And that's the thing that LeBron James Jr. fans can point to and say, if you give him time, if you give him opportunity, if you give him runway, he will find a way to be an NBA player.
That was LeBron's point, wasn't it? He's as good as anybody at the end of the bench.
I think
If you
those are
give
two
him
different
reps.
statements. I
But
mean,
if you
to
give
me.
him reps, he's going to get better at it.
Yeah, but there was also a lot of guys not in that game. I mean, this was a lower level talent NBA game. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
no doubt.
but that's still an NBA
It's still
game.
an NBA game.
You know,
If I if you make it a reality show and I make put a halfway decent ball player on the end of an NBA roster and keep giving him reps, I guarantee you he's going to get better if he doesn't get hurt. And he works at it as hard as he does.
Again, I think these are parallel paths, but different paths.
How he got here was unfair. I got you.
Or would he have ever gotten here?
Let me
and
ask you
getting
this.
better is not the same as being good
No,
enough to
I'm
be.
just
But
saying.
last night was a night of, yes, he does belong.
Okay, wouldn't you do the same thing for your kid?
Honestly, I don't think I would have done that.
I would in a heartbeat.
I've heard. To be fair, I actually have some insight on this. Travis and I have talked about his son's baseball career, and you've always been very honest about what his limitations were because you didn't want to screw around and break the kid's heart with some level of promises that he wasn't going to be able to achieve.
But you got to be.
I don't have
LeBron.
a problem with what he did, but that again is a different conversation than would I have done the same thing.
Yeah,
and no, I would have tried to get him as close to as I possibly could, but that last step you're going to need to take.
If you became a head baseball manager, coach,
the manager.
college coach, you wouldn't take your kid
That's
on your
not
team.
the same situation at all.
I'm trying. Well, the only other way is to make him LeBron. I'm trying to make it something.
And my son probably is not good enough to play on my team.
That's the question.
Is that the question?
That's the format.
He's as good as your worst guy.
Okay, I would not do that. I would try to hook him up elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's what I would try to do.
I think that's where the difference in a lot of this comes from. Drafting him to his team made this very different.
I loved how you said it.
Yeah.
The he's as good as your worst guy is a perfect comparison.
I'm not hurting anybody by bringing him in.
Remember Mike Martin at Florida State?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is a Mike. Mike Martin was a head baseball coach at Florida State for a million years.
Yeah.
And he had a son that was on his team, and he goes, your son needs to be one of two players on your team. The very worst player or the very best player.
Right.
That's a great call.
Anything else in between
kind of doesn't work.
Bad news because it's going to be, I should be playing ahead of that guy. If he's the best guy, everybody's like,
sure, coach's son, put him out there.
I don't have to play him.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know, and it's obvious I don't have to play him.
Good call.
That always kind of resonated with me.
I know a lot of coaches' kids, though. I do. But it just saying, like, because I'm his son, I just can't be average. I either got to suck or I got to be great. That's not fair to him.
That's for team dynamics, though.
I know, but I mean, I think we would all do it. If I became a head coach tomorrow and I had a son that was that age, of course I would bring him with me.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
Oh, well.
I wouldn't.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Because it puts him in a position that A, he hasn't earned, and B, he might really struggle with. That putting him in a position where people are from the jump rooting against him.
Yeah.
From he's likely to fail / struggle. And I'm the one putting him there. I don't need that.
Yeah,
Whereas
this
if
isn't Dion and Shador.
If I send him somewhere else, people may or may not know who he is, and he will sink or swim based on his ability to play.
Whatever they do is fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So your kid's only shot to play in the NBA is you, and you wouldn't let him. You wouldn't help him.
No, I don't think I would do
that.
Yeah,
I would
do that.
I would in a heartbeat. Go ahead. And I'd take the heat, too.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, and he has
I would
taken
take the heat.
And LeBron has taken some heat for it.
He may pay you back by scoring 17.
Yeah. No, he had a great night.
I told you he could play.
No.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's not.
I know.
The validation is for. Hold on. The validation is for Bronny and his relationship with this fan base. It is not for LeBron and the position he put Bronny in. These are not. These are different branches of a similar tree.
LeBron's
That's
case
what I'm saying.
Because look, I told you He's as good as the worst guy we have.
Yeah, but reminder as to why Bronny was playing in the first place.
Yeah,
his dad wasn't in the game.
And we've seen Garber,
and Reeves,
and
Luka,
a lot of guys.
Rui,
but we've seen guys at the end of the bench score 12 points before, or 15 points before.
He did not embarrass himself in any way.
Right.
In fact, he validated his position to a degree.
Yeah.
To which degree, I think, is the conversation.
Sure.
Right? And he was good last night.
It just makes me like he's been put in a bad situation. That kid plays for the freaking Lakers, and every time I see him, he looks like he's having the time of his life. Why should I feel bad for him?
Yeah.
It's an excellent question.
Because especially I would
nobody
do the same
brought
thing.
up feeling bad for anybody though, except for you though. Just to be clear, I said I was happy for him based on the circumstance. That's what I said. Feeling bad for him is not the point here at all.
Emperor for a day. Amount of baseball games, perfect. You snap your finger and it happens. We'll do it next. It's coming up. It's Trav, DeMarco, and Radio's Clinton Yates is here. It's next. Coming up next.
Next Gen is the official at Waba Grill because it's just better for you. And our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Next Gen is the official AC, heating, plumbing, and electrical company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. Next Gen is the absolute best in the biz with thousands of 5-star reviews to prove it. Clogged drain? No problem. Call Next Gen today to book your $88 drain cleaning. That's right. For just $88, you'll receive a professional drain cleaning to keep your home flowing smoothly all season long. Call 833-3-NEXT-GEN. That's 833-3-NEXGEN for your $88 drain cleaning.
NEXGEN, call 833-3-NEXT-GEN. One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 per month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and dot fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-452-6262. That's 800-452-6262. Again, that's 800-452-6262.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
God, yes. Ticket in front of Anaheim Stadium, playing this song in a Jeep. Brand
Just
new.
had your surfboard in it.
Surfboard in it. Brand new freaking Jeep with a soft top. $12,000 stereo. With a Jeep with a soft top.
I was just
stupid, right?
$12,000 in sound equipment might have been worth more than the Jeep.
That's what I'm saying. A red Jeep Wrangler
underwater off the rip
right.
on the Jeep.
3.5 inch lift, and I was playing this going into the stadium for a game, and I got pulled over right there.
And he wrote you the ticket?
Of course, it was a noise violation. I was bumping this thing.
You're on the team.
This, did you like the song?
Yeah, pretty good song.
I love this song. Oh my God, this used to take me there. This was the song.
This was the one.
This was the song.
Trey, what's the song that had you waiting for the red light? What's the song?
No, that was the other Snoop Dogg. That was who was that? Dog Food.
Okay.
The Snoop Dogg album. We listened to that entire album at a blinking red light in a driving rainstorm.
Wow.
Because we were waiting for the light to turn green.
Oh, okay. I was going to say
the entire album. I'm like,
what time of night was this?
It was late. We just came from Dick's Burgers.
Had we taken the elevator to the top floor at that point?
It was late.
Okay.
In a Quantum, an old school Quantum with a sound system. And I'm sitting there looking. I'm like, man, this is a long light. I'm like, P, I don't think this is turning green.
I've never been to Dick's, but I've heard you mention a few times. I really want to try that
It's
burger.
a salt lick. It's so good.
It
It's so good. And the milkshakes were,
amazing.
outstanding.
So,
yes.
DeMarco, you want to be... you want the sports calendar to kind of... One thing just leads directly into the other. Very little overlap,
What is the perfect...
right?
I don't want any sports league stepping on the other's toes. Like, I'm trying to avoid what's happening in basketball right now. And it seems like it's a matter of scheduling. So I've heard what John had to say. Moving it up to December 5th.
Yeah.
Finishing by...
End of July.
You avoid football.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mess with baseball.
Not really.
Not at all. So is there a perfect sports calendar where nothing overlaps?
Not unless you shorten everything.
Yeah, and just to be clear, I don't agree with the major premise of this. As a sports fan, I like the overlap. Just as a matter of course, you have your Marches, your Aprils, and then you have your Octobers, and you get different points in the different seasons. Now, for the purposes of changing the sports calendars within sports, I would change it just because I think if you aren't a fan of multiple sports, I think, for example, of a lot of Lakers fans who are literally just Lakers fans. That's what they like. They like basketball. That's what they're focused on.
The NBA.
Yeah, there's a lot of that in the NBA. You just want the best for your situation.
Yeah.
I would change schedules for that reason, not for the purposes of all of it at the same time.
Yeah, like how... Okay, so what would you do to change basketball? I mean, would you shorten
I would start
that
the season at Christmas, straight up.
Shorten that season. Would you shorten baseball at all?
Yes.
But here's the thing. Yes, but those are not like... Those are non-starters for owners.
Right.
They're never doing that. So you got to find a different way to play the same amount of games.
Okay.
So if like baseball, Clinton, I asked you this earlier.
Yeah.
Like you said, 135 for a
135
baseball season.
thereabouts. I basically lop off the first 6 weeks of the season.
I would go 120.
Okay.
And this go back to the pandemic season. It was only 50 or 60? 60. Ooh. So it was 60 games, but that's way too few. But
it's a sprint.
From opening night, it was this matters.
It was a sprint.
I think baseball, because they have that high chunk of games, you could get away with the convincing a little easier.
Yeah.
You could say, look, chop off 40 games, and this place will be packed every night, even if you're the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Even if you're the Pirates, the difference is the Dodgers would be like, I'm giving away 20 dates of 50,000 people.
Maybe.
Like,
but
you'd have to really make it interesting to them as well, right?
Well, and guess who won during the short season?
No, I get it, but it's not a matter of the winning. This conversation we're having is not about being able to win. It's about being able to make the same amount of money in a shorter amount of time.
I know. That's why it's kind of you're right. It's a non-starter on a lot of levels. But for me, I would just lop off the first 6 weeks of the baseball season because I don't need to be playing in cold weather. I don't even go to baseball games before Memorial Day for the most part if I'm not sitting in a box because I don't want to be out there in the cold.
I didn't know you could play soccer in the snow until like 2 weeks ago, thanks to Jorge.
With an orange ball.
That's some sports should not be played in snow.
The soccer thing was baseball
that was news
meant to be played.
What do you think they're doing in other countries?
Him.
Did you know about the red ball? I didn't know about the red ball. I had no idea.
But yes, I definitely knew about that. I've played games in the snow.
Me and Travis were shocked. Really?
Stunned.
You do that?
Stunned.
Wow. Thought you called the game.
But I think what it was for you and me specifically, it just was a very show our ass moment of how little we watch soccer.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I went to the game yesterday, by the way, too.
Good point.
Yeah.
I did not know you played this in
Me
wintertime.
neither.
Interesting.
Quick sidebar, since we're on this real quick, you know what I learned yesterday at SoFi?
What?
The reason why
Which match did you go to?
U.S. Panama.
Okay.
I stayed for a little bit of the other game, but I was trying to get home. It was too long.
Yeah.
So you've obviously been to SoFi. You know how there's those like ground level suites?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You can't use those during soccer games because they had to put in the hydraulic system to raise the daggone field level to be as big as it needs to be. That's why they didn't get the final.
Yeah.
Wait.
The field level is higher than the field level for NFL football games.
Yes.
So that the suites are literally blocked off. Like if you were standing in one of those field level suites, you'd be clipped off at your eyeballs looking at the field. That's how it is. And they've got a hydraulic system that's a requirement in order to make that field the size that it's size.
You're telling me they lift the field?
Mm-hmm. They put another field on top.
I didn't know you could lift the field.
They put another field on top of the field that's already there.
And it's real grass this time.
Think about
it's real grass?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
You know when you get to the Final Four and the court's elevated?
Yes, that's exactly what
it's kind of like that. You see the players sitting on the bench and like they're cut off at their chest. It's like, what the heck's going on over there?
I was told
It's a
that
platform.
rumor has it also that they were
Good
had to
question.
consult the other green industry in California to sort of figure out how to grow that grass in there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Grow stuff
Don't you
inside.
remember
That's
when
what I heard.
They spent millions trying to grow grass indoors.
I know.
Forever.
Well,
ever,
Arizona's field slides out on rollers out into
That
the
was
sun,
thing.
and then they slide it back in.
Europe was doing it forever. Just slide the field out and slide it back in. Oh, duh.
Pretty
It's
well
like having a
set up.
snake in
Put
the wall.
a snake in the
There
wall.
you- Duh.
Put a snake in the wall for sure.
Right.
Yeah. The NBA thing that we saw, and again, I feel like it's important to say this. The Lakers doing what they did last night, two things can be true at the same time. It was awful to have to see them roll out the team that they rolled out, but I get it.
Sucks.
Sure.
I totally get it. That was their 6th game in 8 days, and they've got 6 more in the next 10.
That makes my ankles hurt.
You're
just
going to
hearing that.
have to take some
At
nights
some
off.
point, you don't want a Steph Curry situation like just happened.
You don't get anything catastrophic based on this. If you taxed football players like this, something bad would happen.
Of course, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You don't get anything. All you get is a bad product.
Well, yeah, or, and again, this is nobody's got the crystal ball, like just the wear and tear. Eventually that tire blows. You never know exactly when it's going to blow. Like Curry took a spill last night, landed
and it's a
hard.
bad one.
Yeah, and hopefully he's okay. But if you play sports, stuff can happen. And the more you hit that gas, the more you play in a short period. So the reason they didn't have Mookie play in Japan, at least partially, was he was a little low in his tank, hydration-wise, and they're like, the risk of injury has increased. We're going to sit him down. We're going to rehydrate him. We're gonna I think so too. But when do you do that in basketball when you're playing it?
How do they control when you guys play double headers in baseball?
Say that
typically
again.
scheduling.
Okay,
So,
how
for
many
example,
consecutive double headers can you play?
Very few.
None.
Yeah,
you can do it once. You can't do it the next
So
day.
if they asked you to play a week's worth of double headers, you'd be dead at the end.
No,
You wouldn't make it to day
That's
2.
what I'm
I was
saying.
going to say, there's a reason you don't do that. Half the fans would make it to day 2 at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever been to a non-split doubleheader? You ever seen that?
Yes. Yes.
I've been to one at the big league level.
Me too.
Man.
Do you remember who played?
It was
I
Nats
remember,
Pirates, and what happened was
That's weird.
Yeah, it was. Were you at that?
No,
was in
I was
DC.
at Dodgers Pirates.
Okay,
Yeah.
It was some weird deal where the getaway day aligned in such a way that they had to get it in before, and they could not reflip the stadium. So it was just boom. You go to the first game, hour later, just stay in the park. Talk about hydration.
That's a labor of love.
That
there.
was the situation the next day for your
Wow.
boy. That was crazy.
They got to figure it out. This
Basketball?
Is, yes.
Yeah.
This is a non-sustainable
I thought they were ratings proof now because they already got the money.
No.
Well, this is why you do it.
Right.
Yeah. I just lined my pockets again with the new TV deal. This is when you can tinker a little bit and see what works and what doesn't work. This is their opportunity. It's a snake draft. Coming up next, Strav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
You never have to miss a moment of LA's mega sports station. Get the all-new ESPN LA app.
Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play.
Download, tap, and bam!
You got 710 ESPN in the palm of your hand.
Hey, it's producer Lindsay, and you know I'm a huge wrestling fan. Join Cappy, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and me to watch Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. We'll have ticket giveaways and a grand prize of 2 tickets to the Ultimate Wrestling event on April 19th in Las Vegas. Your attendance is your raffle entry. Plus, get a bonus entry when you RSVP at ESPNLA.com. But you must be present to win. See you Monday, April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
Evan Cohen here. Picking a place to build a life is a lot like selecting a draft pick. Make a decision that will set you up for long-term success. Pick Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, you'll find dynamic career opportunities, beautiful seasons, affordable living, and legendary weekends. From its high quality of life and great schools to its fine arts, culinary, and pro sports scenes, Wisconsin gives you so much to look forward to. That's why you should pick Wisconsin. Learn more about making Wisconsin your home. Visit pickwisconsin.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, U.S. Tax Shield can help you take back control. The IRS can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Our team of tax attorneys can stop collections and get you protected. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the BBB, so call 800-494-6139. U.S. Tax Shield, 800-494-6139.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN. Your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
It's a snake draft.
It's a snake draft.
All right, guys.
I gotta play some music from your childhood, so that's why I'm playing this.
This is our childhood. I was gonna be really offended, but this
Saturday
is our
Night
childhood.
Fever was like 80, 79, 80, something
Have you
like
watched that lately?
No, I haven't seen it in years.
Another movie you would have to change to put out now.
Yeah, I put it to you this way. I know I've seen it, but I know it's Travolta in the white jumpsuit dancing. That's about all I remember.
He and his boys would be a grotesque if you put that out now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my God,
Okay.
yes. You couldn't put that out.
Hey,
now.
watch the hair.
Yeah. There's no
that's
All
all
right,
I
guys.
really remember.
So a late night conversation with my boyfriend sparked this question. It said, what do you miss about being a kid? So we're going to draft. We got 3 things because that's all that fits in the graphic, right, Parker?
See.
What do you miss about being a kid? Okay. So I picked a randomized. So I'm first, Trav, you're next, then D4, and then George is last.
Okay.
So I'll go first with mine. The first thing I miss about being a kid is not paying bills. Not paying bills, okay? 0 debt. Not paying bills.
I tell my kid all the time, you have no right to be this upset about anything.
That's a really good answer. And I think like that, if we're doing Family Feud, that's the number one answer on the board, is that you are financially responsible to nobody.
I had an auntie tell me when I was a kid, don't you know your parents pay for the air you breathe? And
Yes.
I didn't get it then. I understand it now.
Yes. You do food, bang, there. Clothes, bang, there.
Right.
Shoes, bang, there. Like, I don't need to. Where did that come from?
My kids would not make it in the
It's
70s.
like where your mom, I just don't go out to the money tree in the backyard and pick it off. I'm like, as far as I know, you do. Like, what? I don't have to go do anything. I'm 8 years old. Stuff just shows up. That's how it goes.
That's good.
Christmas.
Oh, that's a good one.
Christmas.
You don't get the same joy?
No.
He
What's
has
the matter
to pay
with
for
you?
everything.
Face break?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Yeah. Christmas when you're 10 is magical.
Everything.
It's stuff shows up from Santa. And it's terrific, and you're excited to see your family, and you get to get all this fun stuff and do it. If you're not responsible for feeding everybody, housing everybody, providing for everybody,
hosting,
man.
Christmas is just at a race to the bottom for me as an adult.
Yeah.
Because if it were just the family and the togetherness, thumbs up.
Yeah.
But it's everything that comes along with it that just becomes a burden. So Christmas for me.
All right, D4.
I hope I'm not too old to get back to that. When your only responsibility on Christmas is just brushing your teeth.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And putting on clothes. That's it. Yeah, that's all. That's all.
Putting your shoes backwards.
Well, kind of like you. Toys.
Yeah.
I miss toys. I miss the toys.
That's a
and you
great
said
answer.
Christmas at 10.
Yeah.
Remember the Evil Knievel?
DeMarco,
Bro, come
it was
on.
my favorite toy.
Yes.
Are you talking the one where you pull the thing or turn the crank?
Either one.
The turn the crank one was the one that I had.
Yes.
And the
ripcord.
The ripcord. And it would make the sound and go.
Trying to make that thing do a backflip. That was
Yeah,
my whole.
that was terrific.
Cabbage Patch were my thing.
Yes.
That's great.
Toys.
Evil
Yes.
Knievel, baby.
All right,
No,
George, you get 2.
Sleepovers, man.
Oh.
Sleepovers were dope, man.
What? You were allowed?
Yeah. I mean, we'll go.
Would you host or would you go?
No, we would go.
Okay.
You know, we had the family who would host and be like, just tell your mom you can stay. And then they would put us in the living room. It would be like, because it was your boys, you know? It was like, it was a group of your boys, and it was always the cool mom and the cool dad at the time that you thought.
Yeah.
And then, it was, like, just tell your parents, and they would come over. Because we lived in an apartment complex. Like, I'm not, I'm not going down the street to, Johnny's house or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're all within the same complex, and it's like, hey, it's okay if your son stays over.
That's great.
Bro, Chef, I got one rule about sleepovers because I have daughters.
Yeah.
You can have a sleepover. here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going there.
Yeah.
My
Why?
mom,
I
never.
trust this house here. Yes.
Never.
As
my
many
mom
as you
never.
want. Right here.
We hosted more than we went, but we went too.
Yes.
Like we would go to other people's house.
Oh, I did.
George?
Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
that's the only thing we're changing.
Got another one.
And then the other one is, how do I set this? Okay, this bothers me because now in order for us to hang out with like my kids' friends, you have to make a play date.
Yeah.
Like what happened to going over to Johnny's house, knocking on
Hanging
the door?
out.
Hey, bro, can you come out today? Or your
Is
mom's
it
like,
hanging out?
Yeah, hanging out.
Lock and break in his
Hanging out.
window.
I think, hanging out.
Yeah,
That's a
hanging out.
great one.
Just
Jorge.
hanging out with your homies because now you have to make a play date. Oh, can you,
You
let
gotta make
Johnny?
an
And the
appointment.
parents are
Yeah, it's
involved.
like-
Yeah.
It's like I have to call you to see if your daughter wants to play with my daughter, as opposed to just I'm going to go on my bike and I'm going to go over to the Fars and knock
Right.
on the door and see if she
Exactly.
can come
Yeah,
out and
yeah,
play.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that's
Totally.
the other one.
That's
All
a
right.
good one.
That is a
Bar.
good one.
Oh, for me? Well, you said it. It's actually my bike. Did you go through a bike?
Oh,
Of course you went to
with
the
the
OC.
peg.
Of course.
Oh, with the peg.
Yes,
bro,
man.
yes.
I miss my
Bunny
bike.
pegs.
Yes, I had Kuahara forks. I had the one brake and the honeycomb rims.
Oh yeah.
Come on, bro. Hey, man. And I remember the day I took off the pad in
Yeah.
the middle. I don't need it anymore. I am the pad.
That's great.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
That's
I'm good.
great.
Yeah, I miss my bike. Yes.
Very, very good.
I don't know how to ride a bike.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She doesn't know how.
I do not know how to.
Yeah, no.
Travis is stunned.
Yeah.
Are you serious? You can't ride a bike?
Yeah. I don't know how to ride a bike.
We should correct that.
I was going to say, I feel like I
Yeah.
want to take you to the park right now
Let's
and teach
correct
you how
that.
to do that.
Would you let us do that?
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
do that? Okay. We'll
We
teach you how to
teach
ride
you
a
in
bike.
20 minutes. Less.
Less
10,
than that. Yes.
10.
Yep.
5. Go as fast as you can.
No,
Yes.
no,
and
not
it
as
gets
fast.
easier.
Yes. It's,
Yeah.
He's right.
Yeah, the
Yes.
faster you go, the easier it gets.
It's like riding
the
a
slower
motorcycle.
you go, the more dangerous it is.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
All right, Trav, yours.
Eating whatever you want.
Oh, that was mine.
Fast metabolism.
Yeah.
Eating whatever you want and not even, never mind. You don't even think about it. It's in front of you, you eat it.
Yeah.
You want it, you eat it. As an adult, it's like, I'd love to have that, but I really shouldn't.
That's
Yeah.
and it's a lousy feeling.
Yes.
And because either way, like I denied myself the thing I want,
Yes.
or I ate it and now I feel like crap because A, I feel like crap, and B, I know I shouldn't have done it. So eating whatever you want.
Okay, so I'll take the last two here. So that one was one of mine. But the other one is playing with a water hose.
Oh,
like
it's good.
In
Oh,
Southern
yeah.
California,
When
like,
water
you
was
know,
fun. Yeah.
water was fun. My mom didn't care. It wasn't like you're going to get sick. It's just like, yeah, go afuera, vete a bañar, whatever.
Yeah.
So playing with the water hose is one. And
The Mexican slip and slide. Two black bags. Put soap on it. You put the hose and you
Wait, why
slide
gotta
down.
be Mexican?
Because that's how we did
That's
it.
universal,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
man. Come on, that's
You didn't
called
have a pool?
ingenuity.
I didn't have a pool.
we didn't have a pool. That's what you did. Or
Black
you
bags.
would have
The
like
problem
the big
is, so
bucket.
it's not a Mexican thing. It's not a
Slip and
black
slide.
thing
It's a
because
poor thing.
my brother and I tried it
It's
too.
a kid thing.
Yeah, but the problem is the black bag tears almost
Oh, yeah.
right
Yeah.
away. The reason that Whammo has sold a
Yes.
billion of the yellow ones
Mm-hmm.
is because the plastic's just a hair thicker.
You ever caught the anchor though on the way down with your toe?
Oh,
Yeah, that's
or
bad.
stepped on a sprinkler running to go do
God,
it.
that's just pain.
We used
That's
to have the
pain.
big barrels, and we would fill them up with water.
Oh,
And then my
yeah.
mom would dunk me in there. That's your pool, girl.
Oh,
That's your pool.
see,
That's
ingenuity.
great.
Yes.
You get another one.
I do get another one. So I was debating what I was gonna get, but I miss Reese's, man. Like
Recess.
Reese's.
Oh,
Reese's. When you were little, like
You
know
took
what I mean?
mine.
Yeah, you took
You had
mine.
recess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was better?
Nothing.
Imagine if I don't know, at 10:15,
Yeah.
we all just said, for 15 minutes, we're going to go outside and shoot baskets.
So much fun.
Wouldn't that be
Tetherball.
amazing?
It'd be great.
Or you could
Handball.
get just, and then we come back in and we start the show again.
Yes.
And then
Wings.
about 2 hours later, we just
Do
went
it
and
again.
shot baskets for another
Oh,
15
let's-
minutes.
You're right. That's so
Amazing.
much fun. Wow.
You would pause the game. Hey, hold on. Hey,
Yeah.
we got to come back and finish this game.
Yeah.
And then you'd come back and you'd argue over the score.
You're
No,
right.
it was 8-2.
And
No,
keep
it's
going
8-3.
again.
Yeah,
Right.
That's
No
That's
doubt.
a great one.
All right, what's your last
What's
one?
better
Trav?
than recess? Having a cool teacher.
Yeah.
That gives us the extra 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they wanted to sit in and finish their
Of course.
cigarettes. Yeah.
I didn't know that back then.
Yeah, you know what's so funny? It's
Yes.
such a great point.
Yeah.
You never, and still with your parents too, they qualify. you never thought of your teachers as like human beings.
No, God,
they
no.
were
Oh,
these
no.
people there that were to enforce the rules and make your life miserable. They probably were.
They were born that age.
They
yes.
had bad days. They're smoking cigarettes. They wanted to get home and have a glass of wine. Like they wanted to do all the same stuff that we want to do right now. All right, this kind of, sort of, a little bit goes towards one of Jorge's where he said sleepovers, but I don't know if this is just a Travis thing. I don't think so. Being able to sleep in.
Oh, that's a
You just took mine.
Being able to, on a Saturday morning, lay in the bed until noon and never wake up. Like, no
Yes.
matter what, whether
That's a
it's
great one.
Wednesday or Saturday or Sunday, my eyes fire open at 5 o'clock in the morning every single.
Without fail.
And if I'm lucky,
Yes.
I can fall back asleep till 6 or 6:30.
Yes.
If I'm lucky, and I'm not lucky very often. So getting to sleep in is my answer.
Okay, he chose sleep in. Who's the judge?
Why?
Laura is.
Are you the judge?
Yes.
Okay, he said sleep in. I'm going to say sleep.
Oh,
Is it the same, or can we
Yeah.
kind of split it?
It's kinda
Because
the
I
same.
do envy a child's ability to sleep anywhere.
Anytime.
Anywhere,
Okay,
anytime.
sleep
On
anytime,
a
I'll give it
shoulder,
to you.
in
Napping.
the car, in the mall, whatever. Just drop your head and go to sleep.
Napping. I'll give you napping.
Thank you.
You're not
Okay, nappy. I envy that.
Okay,
Oh,
but,
yes.
but no, I want to make my
Yeah,
case.
okay.
Why he should be able to have sleeping and not napping.
Okay.
Napping's better as an adult.
True.
Maybe getting a nap
Good
as an
save.
adult is a glorious treat.
Yes,
All
it
right,
is.
As a
Sleeping-
kid, it was a punishment.
Go lay
Sleeping
down.
Right?
anywhere.
You go lay down and go to sleep. DeMarco. Okay, hold on.
10-minute power nap.
Imagine if somebody came in here and said, "You know what? I don't like your attitude. I would like you to go lay down for 20 minutes." Thank God.
Yes.
Let's go.
What did I do to get him to do that? Let me do it again tomorrow.
That's literally what sparked this whole conversation, because I told Christian I would love for somebody to say, "You're grounded. Go to your room
Oh
and
my
don't get
God.
out." 'Cause
Thank
I'm
you.
like,
Please.
Yes.
all right. And George, what's your last one?
Okay, so this goes with Travis. This is the opposite of Travis's, actually, because you would like to sleep in, but every Saturday morning,
Oh,
I
I
would
know where
wake
it's
up,
going.
bowl of cereal, sit in front of the couch, and watch Tom and Jerry.
Cartoons!
Saturday morning
Yes!
cartoons.
Yeah,
man.
great
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That was
was
going to be my
awesome.
honorary if nobody
Yeah.
took it.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
terrific.
Saturday morning cartoons. Tom and Jerry, the Looney Tunes, anything
Yes.
that was on, man.
nobody's up, just you.
Yep.
Bowl of cereal.
Yep.
Yes.
We got 12 items on this list.
Yes.
I think all 12 are great.
They're all good. Yeah.
It's very rare where I look at the list and
Yes.
like, I would take any of yours, Laura.
Yeah,
I would take
same.
any of yours, Jorge, any of yours, DeMarco, and I'd be like, I'll trade you straight up.
Right.
But
And
I love mine too.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Toys, bikes, sleep anywhere.
She left one out, though.
What do you got?
The cabbage is amazing. I love cabbage.
The cabbage.
The cabbage is still amazing.
I went to the-
Actually, as a child, no. But
I
now,
went to
yes.
the grocery store yesterday to get something for lunch. And as I'm going through the produce section, I see the cabbage.
Oh, my God.
You know how they stack them up on
Yeah,
top of each
yeah.
other?
Yeah.
And I literally went, huh. Yeah.
Wow.
I almost bought you a cabbage just
Oh,
to
that
bring
would've
it
been
in.
awesome. That would've been
Then
awesome.
I'm like, I'm so stupid. I literally was like, I know how it's going to happen. I'm going to buy that cabbage. I'm going to take it home. I'm going to put it in the refrigerator.
And
I'm
you're-
going to
Forget it.
forget to bring
You're
it the
gonna
next
throw it out
morning.
in 2 weeks.
And it's going to be rotting in that little
Yep.
drawer at the
Yeah.
bottom of my refrigerator in
that.
2 weeks.
The
Mushrooms.
cabbage is
I do that with
amazing. I
mushrooms.
love cabbage.
I only buy mushrooms if I'm going to use them that
Right
day.
there.
Facts.
Same with avocado. You
Oh.
got to use it that day.
But
Well-
the avocado, though, if you get the ones that are hard as a brick,
Yeah.
those you can forget about because by the time you remember them, they're perfect.
Can I give you a hack?
Please.
In the bag?
Yeah.
No. Tupperware, fill it up with water, leave it in your fridge. They'll stay fresh for days.
Really?
Tupperware?
Tupperware
Lid or no?
with a lid.
Okay.
With the lid.
Fill it up till it covers the avocado.
Yeah.
And then put
Slide
it
it
in,
in
your fridge,
there?
And
But
it'll-
is the avocado cut or it's
no,
unopened?
just leave it. Leave it. Just
A
drop
whole
it in.
avocado in
avocado.
there.
Have you heard that one?
I
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
Snakes in the wall, avocados in the fridge. We're there.
Snakes. Oh, I got to send you that. I want to know what those dudes are
Nice.
saying.
Yeah.
They're not. It didn't
Nice.
seem like they were like
Cut. No,
they're just
cut
like
words.
having a
Hold on.
conversation.
Okay, cool.
Who taught you that?
What?
Avocados in the fridge.
I saw it online, and then I noticed somebody at my buddy's house did it.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
I'm
TikTok,
mad.
man.
Like, why did I just find out about that?
He's like got a green thumb. He's like a farmer. He knows
Yeah, yeah.
all the little tricks to fruits
Or,
and veggies.
or
and
your
all
Do
that.
avocados too ripe, you leave it outside by your apples because ethylene gas
Yes.
releases and your avocados ripe faster because of the ethylene
That's
gas.
the same
why
thing.
my avocados right.
Yep,
Oh,
You can put them
the
in,
apples.
and you can put them in a bag where
Right.
they trap their own gas, and then it
They'll
speeds
ripe.
it up quicker.
Yep.
Wait, I have a question. If he really has a green thumb. So I have 3 plants, all snake plants, right? And somebody told me, oh, you have to replant this one. And the moment I did it, it's like started dying. So how do I fix it? Because I don't want to throw it away.
I don't even know what a snake plant is.
Like a climbing vine kind of thing?
Yeah, so I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay,
Google's your friend in these situations.
Exactly.
Jorge's your guy for snakes in the wall.
Yeah.
But if you need snake plants, you're on your own.
Yes. If you can tell me how to keep like red delicious apples when I cut them from turning brown,
I'm ready.
Do you know that one?
Yes,
How?
I do. Squeeze a lemon on them.
Really?
They won't turn brown.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
No. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Does it change the taste?
I mean, it's a slightly lemony.
Slightly little. Okay.
But they won't turn brown.
Done.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
Avocados in the fridge. Lemon on apples. Learn something. Yeah.
On the water.
The Farmer's Almanac with Trav and DeMarco coming up next.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. As LA deals with tragedy, our friend Jacob Imrani has a special message for you.
Wildfires can leave lasting scars on our families, our homes, our communities, and our peace of mind. Navigating the recovery process is hard, but you don't have to do it alone. I'm Jacob Imrani, and my team and I are here to help ensure you're treated fairly and get the resources you need. Call us for a free consultation and let us help you rebuild with confidence.
Call Jacob. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rodgers and DeMarco Farr.
But
I think there's a but. I think there's a but, but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on.
On LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
I'm sure we forgot a few along the way, so if you have any things that you missed from being a kid that was not in our snake draft, give us a shout, 877-710-ESPN.
Believing that wrestling was real.
Oh, that's a
Honestly,
great one.
that's a great one.
Yeah. I missed that.
Did you guys ever take the school bus? No.
No.
I was never a bus. I was a
I
walker.
did. I missed those bus rides. Like waking up at 7, line up because your homies are coming. I'm telling you, apartment complex, we would all meet up at the Sousa. And then like, if you're not there by 7:15, your boys would walk slow or drop their backpack, pretend like they're so they can hold the bus for you.
Yeah,
that's
the
nice.
lady would
take off. Yeah.
You had a lunch box, didn't you?
I did.
You had a lunch box.
Oh, we had lunch tickets.
Yeah, we had lunch tickets.
What lunch box did you have?
Okay.
You still have them? Yeah.
I have a lunchbox.
Yeah.
Now, it's not the one I had when I was a kid, but it's the same one I had when I was a kid. Because second mention of G-Fish today. G-Fish did something very nice for me. I'll tell you what it is.
The metal tin?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
You know which one it is.
With the what? A New Hope?
No.
Which one?
But not.
Is it that round one? Is it the round one?
No, it was the rectangular shape, kind of square shape, metal with the clasp at the top.
Yep.
One side, AFC football helmets.
Oh,
other
you
side,
have the football.
NFC football
Yes.
helmets. And this is like in 1978, so it's like all the old logos.
Yes.
My
old
my
Buffalo
buddy,
Bills.
I was telling him about it. He goes, "Oh, I remember that." And then he went on eBay and found what's dented, but it's awesome. It is so, and I have it in my background when I do like Zoom or YouTube.
Nice.
And it's I
The
love
old,
it.
Yes.
You know exactly the one I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. Sandwich, bag of chips, and a Hostess pie. Fits perfect. That's lunch. Throw
so
milk
my
in there.
dad,
Yeah,
when I was like in middle school and high school, my dad would make our lunch every day.
Yeah.
And he put in 2, sometimes 3 sandwiches, like a piece of fruit and a Hostess thing.
Yeah.
Like a ding dong, a Twinkie or whatever. And I would eat one sandwich on the way to school.
Yes.
I would eat another one like once I got to school. And then I would have one at lunch.
You dang right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. See?
A bottomless pit of ham and turkey sandwiches.
You had recess to get to.
Yeah,
Come on
absolutely.
now.
Yeah, the only thing I do for my kids now, we buy Kisses. I love chocolate.
The chocolate Kisses?
Yes, I buy two Kisses,
She's obsessed.
and I put them in her lunch. It's one from mommy, one from daddy.
Oh.
So that's every day she's
The
got
silver
2
ones?
Kisses. Yeah, or if they're like in season, like right now the Easter ones.
Yeah.
So they have pink, light blue,
Yeah.
and green. So whatever the season is, we always buy 2 Kisses.
Yeah,
I mean,
we-
we always put 2 Kisses in there.
You ever get the one
Yeah.
with the almond in the middle?
She's not a fan.
I would never
Not
say
I
no.
would. Oh, those are
Yes.
bomb. The
I
dark
would
ones.
never
Have you had
say
the
no.
dark
Yeah,
ones?
yeah.
The dark
Oh,
ones
come
are my
on.
favorites,
Yeah.
followed closely by the almond one, and then the original is
The
terrific,
original
but it's in
Kisses.
third place.
The whole bag.
My
Yeah.
grandma had a big box of those, and when you'd come into her house, there was a big box always filled
Right
to
there,
the top with chocolate
Nothing
Kisses.
but foil all
Yeah.
over the house.
And that's so when my kids would go see my grandmother,
Yeah.
their great grandmother.
Yes.
I see there's this trail of little silver foil all over the
yeah.
house, like you knew where everybody.
You know what they're
was.
called?
Or
Kisses?
you find it in the dryer.
You know
Yeah.
what they're called Kisses? Because in the factory, when they're making them, the machine makes that kissing sound.
Oh, is that what
as
it
they're
is?
spraying.
Oh.
Yep. As they're
Really?
being,
Didn't
yeah,
know that.
That's what
I
they call
didn't
them
know that
Kisses.
either.
Did you have a Hershey's Kiss? No, Dad. And then you find it in the dryer.
You find a little piece of paper.
Yeah.
That and gum, right?
Kids are stupid, man.
That and gum.
Yes. There you
Yep.
and gum.
Gum.
Yes.
Yeah, did you ever? There was a lot of stuff that went through the wash that your folks found that you probably wish they didn't.
Oh yeah, a few times.
Yeah.
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 No, I take that back. Once.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll never happen
Oh, that's
again.
another thing.
It
not
only
doing
happened
laundry.
once
I
for me.
became a better criminal.
You know what they found in my pocket? That
What?
was a huge problem. Like
What?
I remember, it was one of the maddest I've ever seen. A book of matches.
Oh God, that's a discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have these?
Uh-huh.
And I was setting little fires in the backyard because I wanted to watch
Were
stuff
you?
burn.
With your
Yeah.
firebug phase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like a boy thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you do it too?
Yeah, but I had cigarette butts till I started.
Oh,
So we would
yeah,
burn
yeah.
the cigarette
Yeah.
thing and then
Found the lighter.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever eat dirt?
No.
No.
Or like
no.
lick rocks? One of my brothers got into that, and we would my mom would always be like smacking him and
Come
be
on,
like,
Alex.
"You can't do that." It was not Alex. It was not Alex.
We wouldn't be friends with that kid who ate dirt.
No. Okay, I'm going to be honest. You ready? And this is nothing I'm proud of.
Yeah.
I would have made fun of that kid.
And we would have ran.
Yeah, I would have been. Hey, look, he's eating dirt. He's eating
He
dirt.
was like 5 years old. I'm like, what
Yeah,
the hell are you doing?
I wish I wasn't that guy, but I was.
Sorry.
I was.
He's eating dirt, man.
I
What do you want?
apologize.
Yes.
So, Fanatics, who's in charge of Major League Baseball's gear, basically, and,
Yeah.
and memorabilia and cards and all of the stuff that when you go to a ball game, if you want to buy a little trinket,
Yeah.
Fanatics has a piece of the action, basically. Fanatics had their largest series ever. The Dodger Cubs series in Japan generated $40 million for Fanatics during the Japan series.
40 million?
40 million.
For those 2 games.
They weren't exactly specific in what it was, but what they described it as, DeMarco, was
Yeah.
their biggest series event ever.
Unreal.
They sold $40 million worth of stuff, which includes cards, jerseys, things like that. $40 million. So if you're wondering why the Dodgers are doing what they're doing, if Fanatics just put $40 million in their pocket, what do you think the teams that were over there are getting? What do you think that the players that are over there
A
are getting?
ton. I'd want a part. I want a piece of it. I mean, I guess anyone can go play the Dodgers over there, right?
I'm sure baseball has to set it up.
I mean,
you know what I mean? But
If I'm baseball, I'm sending the Dodgers to Japan every year.
The Dodgers, I think, would object to that. I think.
I
Maybe
almost
not. Maybe
could
not.
care less what
Maybe
they
not.
say.
Yeah,
I'm going to send you to Japan, and I'm going to send different teams with you. And I think every team would want a part of that.
I would like to be the second team.
Of
but
course.
if you had to fly, I don't know how far it is to Japan, 5,000 miles, give or take. Like if I had to fly, make a 10,000-mile round trip every year that no one else has to do.
It sucks.
But I'm with you.
Yeah.
It makes a whole heck of a lot of sense.
Yeah, put a name on it. I don't know, call it what it is.
Yeah.
But there's a market over there.
40 million.
Loves it. Yes. 2 games.
40 million.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And you can
In
do it again.
jerseys and cards and things like that.
Yes, I don't think that would exist anywhere else. Do you think?
No. I mean, this was the perfect storm. It's the best team with the best player who is Japanese.
And they're playing baseball in Japan.
They're playing in Japan where they're baseball crazy. They just signed one of their other best guys. They've got the other best guy in Yamamoto. Like it's the perfect storm of events.
Which is what I would tell the Dodgers when they told me no.
Yeah,
you're going back to Japan.
You know what you do? You say, that's cool, but then every time there's a Japanese player that shakes loose, I'm going to need him.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to need all of your guys.
I think that's obvious now.
I know.
Yeah.
Look, we've almost got the Samurai team here.
Yeah.
Like the Team Japan's called the Team Samurai.
Yeah.
And we've basically got half of it here.
Pretty much.
Crazy.
Yeah. Well, eventually you're going to run out of talent. I'm just saying.
So there was a story in The Athletic that said that MLB expected to make $35 million from the opening series in Tokyo. And that obviously the Dodgers are huge there because of Ohtani. But their goal is to make it league-wide, not just... So imagine the amount of money that it would generate.
Like everybody's going to play in Japan?
But if you... I don't want to pick like the worst teams. Like, let's say Paul Skeens, the Pirates. Okay, Paul Skeens is a wildly... His baseball card just sold for $1 million the other day. Okay? Literally, $1 million. Highest sale in forever.
You're going to send him to Japan.
It doesn't... It would
does not
resonate.
resonate.
But not like that.
No.
Not like if you sent him... And even the Yankees, like with Aaron Judge and everything else, they don't have... Ohtani and Yamamoto and Sasaki. They don't have that.
Right.
It would be successful, but it would not be that.
No.
Which brings me to this. Ready? I got a last man standing. Laura, get me my music, please.
Okay.
Let's go.
Dun-dun, dun-dun. All right, so here it is. This is, according to MLBshop.com, the top 10 selling jerseys in Major League Baseball.
Oh, okay.
This is the top 10 selling jerseys on MLBshop.com. We're going to start with you, Laura.
All right. Well, this one should be easy. Ohtani should be.
Shohei Ohtani is numero uno, number one. Ohtani is number one. Jorge.
Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is not in the top 10. Freddie Freeman is not
so
there.
So it's me and Laura. Okay.
You and Laura. DeMarco.
I'm going with El Trouto. Mike Trout. Oh my God!
No. Mike Trout is not
in there. Okay, wow.
Let's see. I'm gonna scroll here a little bit.
Won.
Freddie Freeman is number 20. Mike Trout's not even in the
Can I
top
guess?
20.
You're kidding me.
No.
Can I give you another guess?
That's a dang shame.
Yes.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge is number 3.
I should have gone with Aaron
Mookie
Judge.
Betts.
Mookie Betts is number 4. Where were you guys a
I
minute
don't
ago?
know.
Wait, I already won.
Save
I got
him.
two. I
Save
already
him for
won.
the end. I thought this would be there.
I
Yeah,
know.
come on.
You're forgetting number 2. It's pretty
Derek
obvious.
Jeter?
It's obvious, huh?
Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter. No, these are all
number
current players.
2, not number.
Yeah.
Fairly obvious.
Yeah. That
You
he's.
said the top
Soto?
two for me. Ohtani and Judge.
Soto is not there.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm wrong. Soto's 6.
Okay.
Soto's 6.
I got Soto.
Who's 2?
Anybody?
Wait,
Bryce
okay.
Harper.
Bryce. Forgot about the hairdo.
Yeah. Bryce Harper is 2. Judge 3. Betts 4. Ronald Acuna Jr. is number 5. Soto, like you guessed, Laura, 6. Jose Lindor is number 7. Fernando Tatis Jr. is number 8. And rounding out the top 10, Corey Seager and Jose Altuve.
Yeah, Altuve.
Yeah. Altuve's only come in child size.
Look at you. You cannot resist.
I love that.
It's a cheap shot, but I'm taking it because you know what, Jose?
Take it every time.
Wear it. That guy,
Take it every time.
good, really good Hall of Fame player. I know. Let's talk about the
fun-sized.
Lakers have another brutal road trip coming up. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
Hey,
it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
Hey, it's Bethel Duran. If you've ever been in a car accident, you know how stressful it can be. My boy Leo and the crew at Active Collision are there for you. They're the experts at taking care of your business. I'm dealing with it right now. Hit and run. The back of my truck was smashed. I thought it was just a simple fix the tailgate. No. Leo said, boom, boom, boom. This is a problem, Bethel. Let me take care of it. 626-330-0100. 626-330-0100. You'll get a 50% discount on your deductible when you let them know that 710 sent you. Or check them out on Instagram at active.collision.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
At Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, we believe you should love who you want to love. And during the Subaru A Lot to Love event, you can lease a brand new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Premium all-wheel drive for just $329 per month for 36 months with $39.39 due at signing. Visit Ocean Subaru today.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance, not all buyers or vehicles will qualify. Lease for 10,000 miles per year. VIN RH915476. MSRP $39.50 plus tax, tag, title, and dot fee. Zero security deposit. See dealer for complete details. Expires 3/31/2025.
Hey, it's producer Lindsay, and you know I'm a huge wrestling fan. Join Cappy, O'Shea Jackson Jr., and me to watch Monday Night Raw on April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. We'll have ticket giveaways and a grand prize of 2 tickets to the Ultimate Wrestling event on April 19th in Las Vegas. Your attendance is your raffle entry. Plus, get a bonus entry when you RSVP at ESPNLA.com. But you must be present to win. See you Monday, April 7th at Hollywood Park Casino. Visit ESPNLA.com for details.
Something amazing is happening at work. Innovative tools are helping people do better work. That's because CDW configuration specialists are multiplying productivity with Microsoft Windows 11 Pro Surface devices. Built-in security, flexibility, and simplified management streamline tasks so your team can get more done. Microsoft and CDW make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com/surface.
For a limited time at Verizon, you can get our best price ever. That's 4 lines on unlimited welcome for just $25 a line per month with autopay plus taxes and fees. You'll also get the new iPhone 16 Pro, 4 of them for the entire family when you trade in up to 4 phones from our top brands. That's a new phone for everyone, only on the network you can count on. Verizon. Visit a store today. 20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply for phone offer. See Verizon.com for details.
This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
To all of my people, DeMarco, that couldn't get to their phones fast enough to correct me, apparently I said Jose Lindor. That is not the man's name.
You should be flogged. Yes.
It's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
He's got a relative named Jose.
You should be flogged.
You're good.
Probably. But yeah, Francisco Lindor is number, what was that? That's number 7. So my apologies.
Was Jose below him or something?
Yeah, Jose Lindor did not sell nearly as many jerseys as Francisco
you threw me
Lindor.
off when you say number 7. I'm like, that's not number 7 for Lindor. What's his number there? 12?
12.
Yeah. I was like, that's not number 7,
Yeah.
Travis. You all right?
No.
Wow. He's on the list.
I'm having a rough day. I'm having a rough day. What do you got going this weekend, DeMarco, other than tonight?
Tonight.
Oh, you got your game?
Yeah, we have a game tomorrow. I know the team. Yeah, we may be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we didn't have a great week of practice.
That okay? Oh,
Yeah.
a whole bad week.
The last two.
Okay, I was going to say, sometimes that weird practice right before a game isn't the end of the world.
I think we got their attention at the end of the last practice, so we'll see. We'll see.
When you were a player, did you have something that led you to believe, okay, I'm going to have a good game this Sunday, or the opposite, like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble?
Sometimes there was a disconnect where you knew we got him, like, we're going to beat this team, so you could just back off some, but he doesn't know us. So he keeps hammering down on us, and next thing you know, you take the game right out of us. So who knows? I mean, it's 9-10-year-old girls, and they do other things: dance, softball, soccer, whatever, school, other stuff. And sometimes practice is the last place they want to be.
Of course.
And it seems like for the last 2 days we've had a rash of that. So we'll see. Could be the last game on Saturday, or we could win and move on to Sunday.
What about you individually? Like when you were warming up, you're like, I'm feeling it, or it's like, uh-oh. Because for me as a pitcher, if I had a day when I was out there and I could tell by the first hitter, if I struck out the first guy of the day, I was in big trouble.
If you struck out the first guy?
It was a weird deal because I didn't strike out a lot of guys.
Wow.
Because I was not able. I was trying to pitch to contact when I was pitching, and if I got that was like there's something weird's going on. But if I just got like a soft little ground ball or a lazy fly, I'm like, okay, this is what I'm looking for.
Really? If you struck out the first guy, it was going to be a bad day.
And feeling great in the bullpen was always a red flag.
No way.
Always
really?
a red flag. Yeah.
Okay. If I was okay or calm during warm-ups, that's a bad sign.
Oh, you're not fired up?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm not nervous, if I'm not scared to death, then that's not where I need to be.
You want to be nervous.
Of course I do.
Means you care.
I want to be on the edge.
Yeah.
So this is when I would go do stupid stuff and pick fights. Like when Jordan and Luka, they look for anything to fire. I know what that means. I'm looking for anything to pick a fight. I would pick a fight with the nicest guys for no reason.
You know, I'm glad you brought Luka up right there.
Yeah.
Because from all the stories we've heard, that's exactly who he is, right?
Yeah.
He's looking for things to aggravate him so he can take his game to the next level.
Yeah.
All of that to me screams of somebody that is wildly competitive, right? That I need to compete with somebody, even if it's not a real thing. I'm going to literally make something up so I can win. I can show that person. All of that personality traits are in this competitive column. Yet his fitness doesn't go into that, and it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm trying to win every single thing, I'm trying to cross the street first. I'm trying to. Mark Schlereth, remember Mark Schlereth?
Yeah.
So Mark Schlereth, I remember telling us a story at one point that he tried when he was working at ESPN. He wanted to be the best person at ESPN when it came to traveling. I want to be able to have the shortest possible. I'm going to get to the I want to ace. Like he would compete in airline travel.
Yeah.
Right? Like just weird things.
Over everything.
Over everything.
Yeah.
And the way that you compete over everything is by eliminating as many variables as possible.
Yeah.
And that Luka doesn't check the condition. And he looks better today than he did when he got here. He looks noticeably better to me.
Yeah.
But that has been the one thing that people look at him and go, yeah, you've never been in elite physical shape. It doesn't jive with everything else we know about him.
Okay, so this is funny about our Little League team and Luka. We have a Dallas Maverick version of Luka on our team. It's frustrating because she is actually our best player.
Sure.
And the only person that can make her play hard is her.
Yeah.
Right. So no matter what you do, no matter how you coach her, she could shut down, whatever, do whatever she wants. But when she's on the floor, she's clearly our best player. So it's either give her what she wants or not. So it's weird. Yeah. So, but with Luka being here, I think you're starting to see that dude turn the corner. I think he got the wake-up call of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Which is what I said. The last 2 days, I'm actually talking about one person that really didn't show up. So I hope we got her attention
But that
going
person,
forward.
whether it's Luka or your particular player, they're going to – Luka's a little different because LeBron's in the building and he's going to set a different tone.
Right.
But the best player, whether they want to or not, they set the tone.
Luka's headed that way.
Yeah.
You can see that now.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's a perfect move if you could map this out from trade to now with LeBron, how to win with this team. LeBron's got to be healthy. Let LeBron sit through this tough stretch, this weird schedule we've been talking about, and let Luka carry the team and get in shape at the same time.
Yeah.
And then reinsert LeBron for the playoff push.
You
couldn't
can't even
have
lean on
planned
Luka
this
all
any
that much.
better.
Yeah, but he didn't play last night, and I think he's fine.
He's
I
gotta-
think it was just one of those nights to take
You got to
off.
let him have a night off or two. But like if you could rest LeBron through the meat grinder of the schedule, come through, still be viable, and he's healthy on the other end, you couldn't have played that better.
Last night was an extreme example of this, and I'm not saying that they're headed back in this direction, but it reminded me of. And it was a one-off because of all the things we've talked about in the schedule and whatnot. Last night reminded me of the Lakers season in, let's say, the end of November, early December. Like, I got to watch this. Like, this sucks. Like, this is not fun. There's nothing fun about this. And it kind of made me feel good about the last, say, 6 weeks or so, because watching the Lakers was fun again. Mm-hmm. They were really good. All their guys were playing. All their guys were playing really well, and the sky was the limit. That this was kind of a reminder of what a funky team can feel and look like, where you just like, we're just going through 48 minutes of basketball because the schedule said we have to, as opposed to, hey, this is awesome. We need to get back to the awesome sooner than later.
Even with a loss, you're still working on stuff that's going to help you get down the road, to be a champion down the road. The guys that played last night played some valuable minutes, and some guys got some rest. And, I mean, it was non-competitive.
It was.
It should have been. But I don't think they embarrassed themselves. Yeah, I think
they're playing with half the team.
I think if that team the Lakers rolled out there played to the best of their ability, and the Bucks played 75%, I think the score would be the same.
I do too.
They're just better. So but I still think it has merit. We're going to go through our systems. This is what we do. Everybody's going to play the same way. We could teach off this tape right here, even though we're overmatched. It's going to help you.
It's a reminder too of just how good the good guys are.
Oh yeah,
there's
how levels to this.
Good, yes. That everybody knows Luka Doncic is one of the best players in the league. Everybody knows LeBron James is one of the best players in the league. That Austin Reeves is becoming a star in this league, and their absence is not just you didn't have Austin Reeves going for 26 points. It's well, now they get to guard Gabe Vincent. Okay, so as opposed to just standing over here, and I'm not trying to throw shade at my Gaucho brother, right? Yeah. What I'm saying is, if I can guard Gabe Vincent because I'm not worried about anybody else getting me.
Yeah,
Gabe Vincent is a guy in this league that's going to struggle to get buckets.
Right.
But if he's your guy, I got to deal with Luka. I got to put 2 on Luka. I got to find LeBron. I got to put 2 on LeBron. Austin Reeves will cook whoever is standing in front of him.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, there's not a defensive player within 15 feet of Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent's going to kill you.
Yeah, right.
And it just speaks to how good those good guys actually, they're the center of the universe, the gravitational center of the defense, really, where everybody goes to them and lets everybody else do what they need to do.
I'm glad this is March, because I love watching March Madness stuff. Teams I don't care. This is Robert Morris in Alabama.
Yeah.
Do you have,
by the way, oddly close.
Do you care about this game at all?
No.
Do you know anything about these teams?
I know that Alabama is a state in the United States, and I assume Robert Morris was a human being at some point.
I thought it was Oral Roberts. It could have been. I don't know. But it is watching college basketball, and it makes you realize how good the pros really are. Yeah, when you see Giannis, he's just a human dunking machine. When you don't have anything out there to stop him, there's nothing you can do.
You can have things out there to stop him, and there's nothing you can do.
And there's still nothing you can do. Right.
Yeah, no, it was a drag to watch, but there was, like you said, there's some stuff to pull out of it. Bronny
you're still
had
doing
a good
your
night.
stuff. Yeah.
And that was... It was nice to see. I'm glad he had a night that if whatever happens moving forward, whatever has happened in the past, you had this.
Dude, you scored 17. Be proud of yourself. And I'm glad LeBron didn't do a victory lap or spike the ball over it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because it was 17. I mean, did you see anything that said, wow? Or was it just he scored 17?
He got to play enough minutes, and he took advantage of it.
That's it. Right.
Yeah. No, he couldn't have spiked the ball, because that would have been, dude, come on. And babe, why are you making this about you? You know, it's just, he went out there and he played, and he was fine.
Right. You did your job.
He did the job that they needed him to do last night.
We needed you to play, and you performed. There you
go. 6 more games in the next 10 days after playing 6 games in the previous 8.
I don't know.
I don't know how you get to the end of the line like that.
I heard JJ, he was telling his players, stop talking about the schedule. I think that's the only way to handle it. Look, it sucks. We know it. Stop talking about it. That's like when you go out and play in the cold.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold. Stop talking about it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all got to deal with it.
I get that, and I understand the mentality of, listen, it is what it is. We're not changing it.
Right.
She's in Vegas. She's not going to hear what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh.
So, sometimes...
Yes.
People...
Yes.
Will complain about something that is completely unchangeable. Okay? There's literally nothing anybody can do to change this.
Yes.
The Lakers are going to play 6 games in 8 days. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
We got to get through it.
Are you implying something about Susan?
No. Who?
Oh. Are you implying something?
My lovely wife of nearly 28 years. Yeah. It's just one of those. Can you believe this person did this? Yes. Because they have done that thing to you for as long as I have known you, which, by the way, has been a very long time. It did not surprise me, and they will never stop doing that thing to you that bothers you. Why do we have to go over this again?
You said you were thirsty. I brought you water. Yeah. I didn't know I was supposed to thirst with you.
Laura, am I just supposed to say, you're right, that sucks? Is that the proper response?
I mean, if you don't want to sleep on the couch.
Well, but we've been doing this for 30-plus years.
Yes.
30 years of this bothers me. I understand it bothers you.
The air that you're pushing through your vocal folds won't change anything.
I sympathize with you. I understand why it bothers you. It would bother me as well. However, there is no. This is like arguing, you know what, DeMarco?
Yes.
I don't want tomorrow to be Saturday. I'd like it to be Wednesday. I can't change that.
Can't change that
Tomorrow
at all.
is Saturday.
Yes.
There's nothing I can do to change that. Yeah, but I want it to be Wednesday. I understand.
Yes,
I know you do.
I don't know what to tell you. Yes. What do we do in
What
that
am I
situation?
supposed to do?
Right. We're asking you. Help us. Nothing? Just listen?
Sometimes all we want is just a blah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And just, you know.
Okay.
How many words? What was the number? 20,000 words a day? Women.
20. Yeah.
What is this?
Women speak 20,000 words a day?
Average 20,000 words a day.
Men, 7,000.
I'll take the over.
7,000. We speak
like
7,000.
that's light.
Yeah.
In my house.
I will take the over.
My daughter beats that by 8:30. Yeah.
We're 7,000. We have an occupational disadvantage.
Yeah.
But if you just said take out 9 to noon, there's no way I'm getting to 7,000.
Not even close. Yes. You count grunts?
me heavy sighing getting out of the couch. I was getting same grocery store trip where I nearly bought you a cabbage, Laura.
Okay. Where's my cabbage?
I pull into my spot, and there's a guy getting into his car in the spot next to me. And I open my door, and as I'm getting out, I go, ugh. He goes, one of those days, huh? I'm like, yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's just me getting out of every car I've ever gotten into.
Salute, man.
Fact
yes,
Cap
sir.
is coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Actually, it was me stepping down from my Silverado where I went, ugh. It had nothing to do with the Silverado because my Silverado is awesome, but I was, along the way. If you're looking for a Silverado, if you've been thinking about a Chevy car truck, there's only one place to go. You know the answer to this. Say it with me. Rotolo Chevrolet. Mike Capozio and his squad. They're knocking it out of the park day after day, year after year. 13 Dealer of the Year awards in a row. That is just an extraordinary accomplishment, something that they are and should be very proud of because they can't do it without taking care of you, of making sure that you get what you want at the price you want and you feel great about it. So you come back, and the next time it's time to buy, you're back at Rotolo Chevrolet. You tell your friends you need to go to Rotolo Chevrolet, which is what I've done. I bought cars at Rotolo. My friends have bought cars at Rotolo. This is what they do. Let them do it for you. Right off the 210 freeway, Sierra Avenue exit. Can't miss it. All the Chevy cars and trucks. And when you get there, say, hey, Travis told me to come in from 710. Let me see that new Chevy Trail Boss, right? Or you can go online. If you're like, hey, Trav, man, I don't know. Fontana, kind of far. ROTOLO, RotoloChevy.com, and you're going to have that same incredible experience. Rotolo Chevrolet, right off the 210 Sierra Avenue exit, and online or in person, make sure they know that I sent you in.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland is next after Travis and DeMarco.
Success is given, not earned.
Couldn't disagree more.
Yeah.
You know who are good examples of this? Me and you.
Yeah, and both of us busted our asses to get where we are.
You know, I'm not necessarily the best looking or the most talented person doing this. I just have a sick work ethic.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but I think
kids work hard.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible.
Hey everybody, John Ireland here. Now is your chance to vote for the Lakers GOAT, the greatest Laker fan of all time. If you listen to the station, you know we've had this contest going on for a while. We got some fantastic entries, but only 4 people made it to the finals, and you can decide who is the Lakers GOAT. Go to that website, LakersGoat.com. The word Lakers, GFOAT.com. Voting going on now through March 24th. You'll decide who's the greatest Laker fan of all time.
Stick to situations.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
The cabbage is amazing.
Welcome
I
to
love
Factor Cap.
cabbage. Hola,
her?
I do
Aloha.
love my cabbage.
Is that her? Is that you? Did you
She's
just
live,
say?
yeah.
I'm live.
Oh my
baby.
God,
I'm
okay.
live. I
She
love
loves
me
cabbage.
some cabbage.
Aloha.
Aloha. Hola.
Buenos días, aloha. Gil.
But the
What
cabbage
up?
though? All right, guys. So today, I was driving. I was going to get you guys donuts. I brought you guys donuts this
Oh,
morning.
you didn't go to Paris Baguette today?
No, I did not.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Pardon, excuse me.
No, not today. Not today. Maybe another day, but not today. So anyways, I was driving back to work, and a song came up that I haven't heard in, I mean, God, probably since I was like 20 years old. It's been so long. And I was vibing with it. So I couldn't get out of the car. I legit waited until the entire song finished, and I was having a mini concert in my
song was
car. What Would You Do by City High. And so anyways, so I waited for the song to finish, and I was vibing with it. It's not like a song that you should be vibing to, by the way, but it is what it is. So will you wait for a song to finish before you get off your car? Fact or cap? Trap?
Cap for me. Like, I will sometimes sit in the car and wait for the segment of the podcast to end or a talk show to end. Like, if I'm listening to something where they're having a conversation, I want to hear where it concludes. But music, I know it just doesn't move me quite like that. I can pick it up later, and it doesn't really hit me quite like that. No, cap.
Does it have to be music?
I mean, it doesn't. For me, it was, but it doesn't necessarily have to be for
Stern
you.
back in the day used to have me late for everything.
Yeah.
I cannot believe where this is going. I can't leave now.
It's interesting.
Yes, it's fascinating.
Yeah.
Like the day that the hitman called in. I think the entire city was late.
Yeah.
He's talking to an actual hitman on the phone. Yeah. How do you leave that? So definitely fact, yes.
Brianna's?
Cap for me because it's a song. I can listen to it anytime. But if it's like a live event, like for instance, I think it was the first game out of that 8-game series that the Lakers won. They were going to lose that game. They went to overtime.
Yeah.
I'm glued because John is calling the game, and I'm like, I can't get out
of
the
you don't want the time to get from your car into the house.
And
you
then
might miss
the
something.
play. Yes, so I waited in my car until John says, all right, we'll come back with the overtime, after the break, and I go inside.
And you run for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if it's a live event, then I'll stay glued. If it's not, then I can just skip it.
I do have one, though. Return on the Back by Mark Morris.
Oh?
Yeah, if that's on. I got to finish that. Yeah.
Do you sing it too?
Come on now. That song is made for me.
You strike me as a car singer.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
You got air guitar, right? I got steering wheel guitar.
Okay.
I go Angus Young all over that thing. Oh,
I got a story for
Eddie
you
Van
guys
Halen
after.
I got accordion fingers.
There you go. Yeah. Drumming.
I thought you were going to go like this. With
Headbanging.
On the steering wheel, accordion right here.
That's funny.
Okay. This one's an interesting one, but it kind of rekindled my memory because we were talking about snakes and rats pouring out and all this crazy stuff.
Oh, send me the video, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you haven't sent us.
I'm doing it right now. I'm doing
too.
it right now. I'm listening.
So I rent an apartment. Okay. I've been thinking about buying a home. The boyfriend and I have been thinking about buying a home. And my mom is very meticulous about where you get the house, location, right? So we found a home that was, I personally think it's really nice. Not in the best neighborhood, but my mom's like, look for certain things that, can catch your eye or whatever. Anyways, I found a lot of like little dead bugs. And so when I asked the realtor, they were like, oh no, it's just because it's vacant for X amount of time. And Christian and I looked at each other and we're like, yeah, I don't know about that. So fact or cap, you guys would still take the home and deal with the problem later, or say, nah, man, we got to skip this.
DeMarco?
What's the problem with the house again?
There's like little bugs. They're like dead bugs.
No, cap. No.
Dead bugs.
No.
Great home, though. 2-story house. Looked nice. And it looked
Remember how you
really
said
nice.
you struck out the first batter?
Yeah.
It's going to be a bad day?
Yep.
If I see a bunch of bugs,
Yep.
this is only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm out.
So definitely not because it's...
Well, it
been
depends on what
vacant.
type of bugs. Like if you've got sometimes
them bugs.
Yeah.
Roaches?
No, it wasn't roaches. It was like little, it looked like little flies.
That's termites. You need to call Gallant Termite because we just
sign of a problem.
Get them out there and have them look and figure out what their recommendation, right? And have them check this out and all of that because they'll come out, they'll tend to do all that kind of stuff, and it's awesome. But that's one of those things you need to have an expert take a look at and tell you what it is. And can I offer you one other just small, DeMarco? You can say I'm crazy or back me up. If the house you're looking at is not where you want to be, but you like the house, find something else.
Really?
If it's not where you want to be.
Don't be where you don't want to be.
Yeah.
Even if you love the house.
The house is beautiful, except for that.
Don't be where you don't want to be.
Yes. I concur.
Yes.
No doubt.
All right, green thumb.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in the middle?
yeah, don't buy it. Well, just go
Well, I
to the
mean,
next
we
one.
weren't buying it, but...
Yeah, don't look into it.
Bugs.
Listen, you said
No.
termites. So watching Saturday cartoons, when I was in Mexico watching these, I would always wonder why bugs would eat your house. In Mexico, they're made out of brick.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't understand why. Like,
you
how,
did?
yeah. So when I
okay.
come over here, and it's like they're made out of wood.
They're
So I'm
made
like,
out of 2x4s.
That makes sense. So that's something you realize later. But I was like, why? Like, why would a bug eat my
They
house?
got bugs that eat brick over there.
Those are the termites on steroids. they don't eat wood. They eat bricks and stone. Yeah.
Well, when I was little, we used to rent this house that we grew up on or whatever. And I remember I told my mom, I was like, Mom, there's a bunch of little flies here. And she's like I thought it was fruit flies, right? And she's like, where is it? And when she like hit the wall, it like crumbled.
Yep.
And we were like, oh, hell no. We moved out of that house
termite.
so quickly.
Just telling you.
So quickly.
Wow.
Anyways. Okay, so don't buy a house in the place you don't want.
No, don't be where you don't want to be.
There you go. That's smart.
All right, guys, next one. So Ben Stiller, who is a huge Knicks fan, was on the Heights podcast, which is the Kelsey
But on and off
brothers.
with him for a while. Ben Stiller.
His movies?
Sometimes he makes me like howl in laughter. Sometimes I can't stand him.
And they were talking
Is
to
that
him
fair?
about
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
I get you. So they were talking to him about a bunch of different things. I actually really like that podcast because they get into many very different things. And they asked him if, he was looking for a particular statue, like the Oscars or something like that. And he said, nah, man, I just want the Knicks to win a championship. So he would rather give up his statue of an Oscar for his team to win a championship. So I'm not an actress. We all aren't. But DeMarco, you've been, you've been a professional player. So let's say we were actors or actresses. Would you, factor cap, you would give up your Oscar or an Emmy or anything in that sense for your sports team to win a championship?
Oh, I thought will I give up my rings for you to win an Oscar? Hell no. No, I could care less. Nah. Would I give up individual honors for my team to win?
Yeah.
Factor cap, man.
That's fact. That's an easy one. Yeah. If it's just individual, just you, just a me thing, it didn't change my bank
You're
account.
not on the team. You're just
You're
your
not on the
favorite
team.
team.
Yeah, winning this,
You get to be an Oscar winner or your favorite baseball team wins the World Series.
Oh, then
Your A's.
Yeah, the A's
I
win
take
the World.
that back. I'm lying. Give me the Oscar. Yeah, that's not my job. It's their job to win. I did my job. I killed this role. I deserve this. You like me. I wouldn't give it up so the A's could win.
Trav.
Cap, I'm with you. Look, I want my teams to win, but if I win the trophy, whatever it is, Oscar, Emmy, Grammy, whatever the award may be,
I want an EGOT, man.
I got that.
Yes,
that's mine. And by the way, that helps me. That my bottom line is whoop
up,
right?
Yeah,
and this changes my life as opposed to that's a pretty cool day. I get to go. Hey, I get to put on my hat and celebrate. Go to the parade. That's awesome. It didn't really change my life.
Yeah.
Other than I've had a nice couple of weeks, months, and get a little bragging rights at the bar, whatever it might be, doesn't affect my butt. I'm taking the trophy
I had
all
to
day
think
long.
about it. You could be a down and out actor that had the role of a lifetime, and everything changes now with this Oscar.
Yeah, right.
I'm thinking like Jack. You've got 4.
Yeah.
I'll give up one so they can
But
win.
I wouldn't even give up one. I don't care if
might
I'm
not.
Meryl Streep and I got a banister full of them. I'm taking another one.
Right.
Get out of here.
Heck
Yeah.
I'm trying to set a record.
Right.
Here. Yes.
So Jack Nicholson's son was on the national morning show with Evan Cohen, Canty, and Michelle, and he talked to they asked him like, how does it feel to be Jack Nicholson's son? Blah 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 blah. And he's like, are you acting? Are you hoping to win something, or are you doing it for that? He goes, nah, man, I'm just trying to keep the Laker ticket seats.
Perfect.
He's like,
Wow.
I'm just trying to keep the seats. I will call cap on that just like I would for Benson. I'm sure he wants the accolades as well. But, man, imagine being such a big fan of that team that you are publicly saying, I would give it up.
He would never do it. Sounds good, but he won't do it.
Look, those guys get paid millions of dollars. If they can't go out there and play harder and try to win something, that's their problem.
That's on
not
them.
it's not mine as the actor.
I gained 80 pounds to play this role. I almost died twice.
Right.
I'm not giving this up so you could win.
Yeah. Go A's.
Yeah.
Not happening.
Right.
Not happening. Factor Cap is brought to you by Joseph S. Normand. You got a lot of choices in your legal team, but family always comes first. Call 213-747-2000. That is the law office of Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. I got a question for you, DeMarco. Take me inside the mind of an NFL player. Coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just Waba Grill.
What's our secret? It's our sauce.
Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Waba Grill. It's unexpected. It's delicious. It's saucy. It's for you.
Transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
The CONCACAF Nations League final arrives at SoFi Stadium on March 23rd. Don't miss the championship. USA, Panama, Canada, and Mexico. Who will win the trophy? Get your tickets now on Ticketmaster. For more information, visit CONCACAFNationsLeague.com/tickets.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text HIM to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help.
By two, bro.
The LA Afternoon Takeover. That's Sedano and Cap.
On 710 ESPN. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Now weekdays 9 a.m. to noon on LA's mega sports station.
710 ESPN.
Reminder to join us on March 24th between 2 and 5 p.m. at Ralph's PCH in Long Beach. Here's your address for that store, 6290 East Pacific Coast Highway. Lakers legends Byron Scott and AC Green and the BB Go food truck will be there, and they're giving away Lakers tickets. Oh, you're going to go too?
I'm going to be there.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Let me reread.
Yeah.
Lakers legends Byron Scott and AC Green, Rams legend and Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr,
Yes, sir.
and the BB Go food truck will all be there. They'll be giving away Lakers tickets. Plus, you can cast your vote on site with us at LakersGafote.com and receive an exclusive Lakers Gafote t-shirt. Do not miss out.
I am dying to meet AC Green. I am dying to meet AC Green.
AC.
Me either.
Yeah.
I've never met him. I've always respected him.
Oh, my gosh.
His story, the way he played, everything about AC Green. I can't wait to meet him.
Iron Man, the NBA's Iron Man.
Yes.
Most consecutive
respect.
games.
Could he exist today? In today's NBA, and AC Green,
He'd have to shoot a little better.
Yeah, a little bit better.
Everybody in the NBA needs to be able to shoot now.
He'd be a nicer version of Draymond, the perfect teammate, set you up for 3-pointers, do the dirty work. I think,
maybe
that
that's
would
not
be
bad.
him.
That's not bad. But very, very few guys in the league don't shoot at all.
Yeah,
and I don't want to say that AC couldn't shoot, but he you got to shoot.
Draymond's credible. If you leave him wide open,
he will take
can
the
make
shot.
You pay.
Yeah, he will take. The NBA is like so many guys that play now would not have been able to go then, and vice versa. They would. He's tough. He's big. They would have found.
I bet they could. They just wouldn't be what you think they are or what they are. They'd have different roles.
Yeah. Jorge, did you get a translation for me?
Yeah. So the guy with the snake is the expert in this case. So
very quickly, just to kind of reset what we're talking about. I saw an Instagram feed last night where these two guys, Spanish-speaking guys, cut a hole in the drywall of their house, the interior of the house. and the opening in the drywall is about the size of a baseball bat.
Yes.
Okay? Like diameter-wise.
Yeah.
And they put a snake, a pretty good-sized snake, into the hole.
Python.
So the snake is into the wall. And the next thing you know,
Python?
yes, it was a python.
Oh, okay.
And the next thing you know, rats/mice come pouring out of this hole. It was free, and I just didn't know what they were saying.
Let's call the guy with the snake the exterminator, because that's what he's there for, right? To take care of these rats. And then the homeowner is asking all these questions. He's like, okay, so why are we doing this? Why is this procedure different from calling an exterminator?
Yeah.
He says, well, first and foremost, is the cheapest way, most effective way to do it, because we're gonna put the snake. He's like, is the snake gonna eat any of these mice, any rats? He's like, no, it's already fed, so it's just there to kind of scare the mice and the rats out of here. So the guy's like, okay, but he's like, how come there's like 6, 10 of them coming out? He's like, okay, because you have a nest. Like they built a home inside the, like there's just, they reproduce. There's so many of them. That's why there's small ones, big ones. There's, because they just reproduce.
Gross.
So instead of you calling a construction worker or like a contractor
to tear your wall down,
the
snake
this is the most effective way of doing it.
So did you watch it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you seen it? I sent it to
No,
you. Okay. So
I should, yeah.
When you're watching it, when the snake comes out of the hole, what's the first? And then, by the way, the snake, like after it got the mice, it comes back out, and I'm assuming they put it back in its terrarium or whatever. But did you have like a lingering thought? Because I did.
Yeah, is that the only wall that you can check, or do you want to check any other walls?
Yeah. So my whole thing is, how do you know you got them all?
Exactly.
Because if you leave 2 in there,
and reproduce again,
you're going to need to bring the snake back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the guy's the homeowner's basically asking all these questions. Of, okay, like is this was this like a normal thing? That he's like, what is the cheapest thing to do?
Yeah, it's.
Can you imagine being a mouse? You're just chilling and a snake shows up.
Well, it's like the snake was trained too. It's like it knew what to do.
Yeah.
It was
all these rats are different colors.
It's
disgusting.
revolting.
That was like your question,
and
Laura.
it fills up. They had to get a second bucket because it filled up.
I'm looking
the
at these mice come out.
bucket.
It's like your question. These mice picked the wrong house. See, they should have listened to Travis.
Yeah.
Oh my God! One by one, here they come. There's a snake in
It
here.
fills up the whole bucket full of rats.
Yeah, for I guess an exterminator to go to the same nest, he would have to tear out the wall.
Yeah,
right?
because you can't gas them because then they'll rot.
Right. You have to go in and get it. Send a snake in to do it. That makes wow.
It's a good snake.
Oh, these things just keep coming out. Good Lord.
It's real gross.
That is real gross and real
the guy with the
smart.
snake's so chill about everything. He's like, oh yeah, no, this is the way to do it.
Holding it with his hand, all slimy.
And then when the snake comes out, he just kind of grabs it and pulls it back out of the wall.
You said the snake is fed. I was
That's what the guy
assuming
said.
the snake was eating the mice.
So one of the questions the homeowner says, he's like, hey man, how come they're coming out alive? Isn't the snake supposed to be eating
Can't
them?
eat 30 mice.
And then he's like, well, no, we already fed it before it goes in there.
Oh, because that's when you said it went in and got the mice. I'm like, did he? How do you get the mice out of the snake?
No, the mice are running.
Then you said
that's a fat one.
We need to be specific. These aren't mice.
These are rats.
rats.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, how
Yeah.
did you get the rats back out of the snake? I
Huge
assumed
rat.
he ate. Oh, okay. Well, he or she ate the snake or ate the rat. Yeah, but whatever it is.
But for a snake, a mouse/rat would be like eating a sub sandwich, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't eat 30 subs, and that's how many rats
I
were
could
in
get
the
through
wall.
3 of them though. Yeah, if they're good. Back in the day with Subway, I could get through
If they're
3.
good.
3 foot long.
3 foot longs.
No, you couldn't.
Oh yeah, I could.
That's a
Back in the
lot
day.
of
Oh yeah.
sandwiches.
Back in the day. Yeah. When you're burning 15,000
Yeah,
calories.
you're in the NFL. You're a
A
different.
day,
You're a
yeah.
different type of
2
guy.
burritos from Chipotle,
Yeah, see?
double wrap.
Back in the
Back
day.
in the day.
4 tortillas.
After like a high school game or after college practice,
Yep.
soccer class, whatever it was, like after that.
You guys
Back in the
yeah.
day. Why
Bottomless
you telling me
pits.
like you didn't eat back in the day?
Pork tortillas, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
You're right. Maybe when I was 18 or 19.
Here comes the snake. Oh my God! It's like I just checked. This,
you know
this
what
is
would
his
be
job.
the thing that you look back like that you could do, and not because of the alcohol, but because of the volume, is drink 10 beers. Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
sounds gross. Like,
Any alcohol when you were young is like pour it up. Now I'm like,
yeah,
oh.
like you go to a party and you just keep refilling that cup of beer, and you end up having 8, 9, 10 beers at the end of the night. It's like it's like eating 2 loaves of bread.
Thinking back now, I remember doing those bongs.
Oh, the beer
Why
bongs.
Oh, the beer
hell would I
bongs.
do that?
Yeah,
now
get it
looking
into
back
you
now,
as
I'm like,
fast as
well,
possible.
Right.
Yeah.
But we had that octa one. Like it had
Oh,
8
it had all
hoses.
those. Did it have the valve?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I reached black belt status drinking at 30.
Oh, that was your
29,
high point.
30, yeah. Because I came to L.A. as a pro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolute pro.
Yeah, I probably hit my black belt status. To your point, was my second to last year in college.
Okay. Yeah.
The last year I wasn't playing baseball anymore. I went for 5 years, so I played first 4. Last 5 years, the 5th year I ran out of eligibility, and I chilled out at that point.
Okay.
Because it's like I have too much free time. This is unhealthy. I gotta not do that.
Yeah. Became a parent and things had to change.
Oh yeah.
But I could drink, get hammered, not throw it over too far to where I'm like loopy, and not have a hangover.
Oh,
the next day. That's black belt status.
That's sweet spot.
That's it.
You know what that is right now?
What?
It's a martini and 2 glasses of wine.
There you go. See, you know.
Or 2 beers on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
When I could still drink. I've never had like a bad hangover. I was never that person that would throw up or have like that moment when I was younger, even sooner. So last year we went to San Diego and we met some Padres fans. I was rocking Dodger gear. They started talking trash. We ended up becoming friends. We follow each other on Instagram. But we started doing...
Share a cabbage together?
No. But we did share
Slider.
mimosa funnels. We started doing champagne funnels.
Oh.
And I remember drinking one mimosa, doing one champagne funnel, and waking up and my boyfriend's brother's like passed out.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did we get here?
Champagne's dangerous, man.
I was like, how did we get here? How did we... That's when I learned, Trav, I cannot do that anymore.
It sounds so fancy, but if you, what's your throw it over the wall?
If you throw it over the wall too far. That was a Chuck Knox thing.
Yeah.
Don't go throw that bottle too far over the fence.
Nope. That's not with champagne. You certainly do not want to. I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
And dude, make up your mind. Like, what are we doing here?
I think he's about to.
Okay. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. And a reminder, Laker fans, Michelob Ultra, ESPN LA, and the Lakers are giving you superior access. You could win a chance to tour the UCLA Health Training Center and shoot around with the Lakers legend. Here's how you enter. UltraLakersShootAround.com, presented by Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer. You need to be 21 years or older. No purchase necessary. That's UltraLakersShootAround.com for official contest rules and eligible counties.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station. The most followed sports radio station in the world.
In the world. That's right. In the world.
710 ESPN.
You know it. Yeah. Tell your friends.
At ESPN Los Angeles on Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch.
We're naturally entertaining.
Yes. LA's mega sports station. 710 ESPN.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Bronny. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Visit San Antonio Winery to experience wine country in the heart of L.A. We'll show you and your loved ones a good time. Share a meal inside our dining room or out on the beautiful patio as live music plays in the background. Sip and shop a range of delicious, award-winning wines and take a complimentary tour of our historic winery. San Antonio Winery, over 100 years of tradition, just 2 miles from Dodger Stadium. We hope to see you soon.
Hey guys, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you about Prize Picks, the best place to get real money sports action. So look, there are over 10 million people and literally billions of dollars that are awarded in winnings because Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. And the game is so easy to play. You take your favorite players, you pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your money. Literally, you can win 1,000 times your money. So run your game all season long at Prize Picks. Now, Prize Picks is the best place to do it in the state of California. But let's say you're traveling. You can play in Texas. You can play in Georgia. You can play in 30 other states. Prize Picks is the best place to win cash while watching sports. I'm telling you, I promise you, this will change the way you watch sports. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You're going to get a $50 bonus when you make your first $5 lineup. That's CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Download that Prize Picks app. Prize Picks. Run your game.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN.
I I want to put my feet in the sand. I want to drink. I want to eat. I want to walk. I want to have the sun on my face. That's it.
Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Let's ask Laura that. That's a good question. Okay, so I was heading down to the bathroom.
Okay.
And I made the right as the bathroom, and I'm getting ready to relax because the bathroom is 30 seconds away. You know what I'm saying? She's cleaning the bathroom, so I can't go in. So what did Travis ask me?
I said, did you consider knocking on the ladies' room and seeing if it was empty?
We've all been there before, right? This is an emergency. This is being clean. Can't get in there. I consider the women's bathroom for a second. What is proper protocol? Go ahead.
You do not enter the women's
at all?
At all, because I don't care.
It's either this or wet trousers.
Okay, see, I don't care, but let's say it's empty.
Yeah.
And then you're doing your business, and somebody walks in.
So here's what you do.
Yeah.
And not that this has ever happened to me.
You wait until that person leaves.
No, you can't do that because then you're a creep that's hiding in the bathroom. You can't do that either.
You have
the second the door opens, you need to declare your presence.
I'm in here.
I'm sorry. I had an emergency. I'm in here. I will be out as quickly as I can. I'm very, very sorry, but it was an emergency.
So can I give you a
right?
If you got an emergency, you got a choice.
Everybody understands what an emergency means.
Right.
Like, I had no choice. I'm in here. I'm sorry. I will leave as quickly as I can, but I am in here.
If you're in the same boat,
yeah.
The stall next to me is open. Yeah, right.
I give you, I hear you. I'm very rare. I don't really give a crap about this.
Yeah.
But there's people that will, and you don't want to be the guy being in that
In today's age,
now.
in today's age, man. Yeah.
But also,
it's a last resort.
Yeah.
It's a
I get
last
that.
resort.
I looked at it. Nah, I'm good.
Can
Came
I
back
give
here.
you a different?
Yeah. Because it never happens the other way. I never see women going in the men's bathroom.
Like, I would not. I'd be like, okay,
go ahead. Do what you got to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, this is us being cool.
I know.
But now, can I give you maybe a different alternative to your thought? Why wouldn't you just ask the lady, hey, it's an emergency. Can I use the restroom? And
That seemed like she was deep in there.
That's an option too.
No,
I've done that too.
Me too. I've asked her to come out.
They will be okay with exiting, letting you do your business, and then coming out.
I think that's the first option.
Right.
But it's like, let's say it's not just a cleaning lady or cleaning person.
Yeah.
And you say, because you're right, Laura, hey, I have an emergency. I'm sorry, but I need to use this right now.
Right.
And she would 99.9% of the time say, no problem, and exit. Sometimes you go in there, they're out of order, or they're full.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, there's nowhere else to go. That's when is there anybody in here?
Please, hello. Yes.
You could have also texted me and be like, hey, I need your assistant. Go in the ladies' room, make sure no one's in there.
I can clear it out. If somebody's in there, I won't go in there. But I think I've used up my passes for the month with the lady cleaning up.
Yeah.
Like, I've done this twice already. I don't want to do it a third time. I'll just hold it.
They know.
There you go.
Know.
I know. Yeah. I don't want to be that guy.
Hazard for everybody.
There you go.
For everybody. Why hasn't Aaron Rodgers made a call yet?
You mean pick the team?
To pick the team, because it feels like it's Steelers, Giants are the two remaining options.
Yes.
It feels like the Steelers is a much more attractive option than the Giants, just because the Steelers are a much better team.
He's not going to stay in New York.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
So what's the delay?
Well, I think they have to have that little summit meeting between Rodgers and the Steelers. And this is the report. Aaron Rodgers is at the Steelers facility right now.
Okay.
So there's competing, or what do you call that? Conflicting stories. There's a guy that works for the Post-Gazette. His name is Gary Dulac. He says having Rodgers there is an indication that a deal could be forthcoming. Adam Schefter, I guess, kind of shot that down, or says the same thing in a different way. No deal at this time is close.
Okay.
Kind of the same thing. But I think they're discussing rules of engagement, or rules of playing like a Steeler. There's some things that you just cannot do. Or Rodgers, there's some things that I want to do. I want to come play for you,
They're
but
negotiating.
You have to be okay with this.
It's not salary, but it's more
of
attitude.
I'm just guessing. It's more of how I'm going to go about my business as a football player, and does that jibe with this coach and this football team? It could be no.
Yeah.
I don't like what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't want to do that.
This is like McVay sat in the living room, so to speak, with Devontae Adams and sold him on the Rams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mike Tomlin is listening to Aaron Rodgers, his pitch.
Who's selling who?
And vice versa. I think they're both.
Yeah,
I think you know what the Steelers are about.
Yeah.
The Steelers are the Steelers. We don't change. Can you assimilate to this or not?
Yeah.
Is this a good match or not? So I think this is the start of their relationship. He's in the building.
That all tracks.
And to them, what other options do you have?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm surprised that what's today? The March 21st.
Yeah.
Free agency is mostly over.
Yeah.
And that conversation hasn't taken place yet. That we've kicked the can this far down the road. Like, was he waiting for something else to happen?
Well, I would say this with him, right? And where would you rate him all time? Where would you rank him right now?
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Fame guy,
sure.
and he can still get it done. There's a lot of good football left in him.
I think some good football.
For the last for the next 2 or 3 years, too, tops. There's some good football left in him. Okay. So the longer he waits, the more attractive he becomes to other teams. If you go to minicamp or OTAs and you realize the guys you're bringing in aren't good or aren't going to get it done, or somebody gets hurt.
So he's guessing that at least potentially there are, we're sitting here saying it's Pittsburgh or New York, and you and I both agree New York's not a really viable option, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
It's basically Pittsburgh or wait and see if something better shakes loose?
Yes, and there's no rush for him to get to camp. He doesn't need a lot of camp. He skipped camp and still played pretty good. So
Egypt.
Right. I think he's the type of quarterback that could go into anybody's huddle and replace that guy immediately. Know the offense, know the concepts, know just about anything. If Baker Mayfield can come here on 2 sleeps and beat the Raiders, beat a pro team, imagine what Rodgers can do.
Yeah.
So the longer he waits, the more attractive he may become. And I did look this up. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just looked up Miami for fun. Miami is kind of on the sly trying to get out from underneath the Tua deal. Like if they cut him, change it, or whatever, they could save $45 million. Now, imagine if they medically retire him or just get out of the Tua business by some miracle. I think they're tied to him for the next 2 seasons regardless. But
at
if they
super high price.
Right. Now the Miami job is wide open.
Yeah.
Can you see Aaron Rodgers playing in Miami?
Sure.
Absolutely in a heartbeat. Right.
Yeah.
So the longer he waits, the more options become available to him. And he's a guy you bring in right now.
Not that but guys get hurt too.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, and maybe it's not in camp. Maybe you even kind of let the season start. This wouldn't be ideal, but we've seen it happen especially to a decent team where your guy goes down and he's down, and you look at this backup, you're like, oh, we got no chance with that guy. Yeah. Let's figure this out. Now, the cap and all that other stuff, you'd have to play at a certain number, but maybe he just wants one more shot to go be really good somewhere on a really good team. Maybe that's the Steelers, maybe it's not, but maybe he's crossing his fingers and thinking, and I don't even know what the team might be, but I would rather not play potentially and wait for an opportunity where I could slide in and make a run for it, and that be the final chapter of my story.
Yeah.
As opposed to go to Pittsburgh, go 9-8 and lose in the first round of the playoffs. It's like, it didn't stink, but who cares?
Well, so I remember this is when Brady was there and the Patriots were rolling. So you would have guys that would leave the Rams or leave other teams that you knew go to the Patriots and come back different people. Mm-hmm. It was like being indoctrinated into a different brand of ball.
Okay.
But they were winning. Some of the most successful runs I've ever seen were because of New England, Belichick, and Brady. And they were all miserable. They hated it. They hated every moment of it. So if you're Aaron Rodgers who wants to have fun on the way out the door, I'm not sure if Pittsburgh is your spot.
No, and they're good, but they're not, like, if you're ranking AFC teams, they're not in the top 5 or 6.
Yeah.
They're somewhere down. They're not in the bottom 5 either, but they're in the middle of the pack, quite frankly.
Right.
And so do I want to go be not myself, where I have to fall into the Steeler mold, or do I want to go wait around for a really good team to take a shot, or I could go somewhere where I can just run the show like I did in New York, and I can just bully people however I want.
I think that might be what he's looking for. I'm not sure if he's the type of guy.
Do you know him at all? Do you have any insight into how he rolls?
I'm not. See, there was the guy that I thought I knew that was in Green Bay. That guy seemed like he was all in on the game.
Okay.
It's kind of morphed lately.
It has.
So I'm not sure if bringing glory to the Steelers is what drives him.
If
you go there and you become the best quarterback they've seen and you get them over the hump and win another Super Bowl for the Steelers, I'm not sure if that really drives him.
Okay.
I think what drives him right now is just playing football at a high level and having a blast doing it. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I want to show up to team meetings in flip-flops and have no one be mad at me about it.
Yeah. I wonder where football, like if you're just listing the things that he's interested in. And to your point, if you would have asked me this question 5 years ago, the line one, football.
Yeah.
I don't think it's line one anymore.
Not sure.
To your point.
Yeah.
At best, it's I don't know. But it could be second. It could be sixth. It could be 16th.
I don't know. Yeah.
And that would scare the
I don't think it's
living
money.
daylights out.
I don't think it's just money.
I don't think he's motivated by money.
No,
I don't either.
I think he's having fun playing football and wants to keep it that way. And I want to have fun on the way out. I got 2 more years of playing this game
perhaps
that I played since I was 5, and I don't want to be in some regimented system.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I also think he's one of those guys that loves to stir the pot.
Of course,
that he loves, that he gets genuine entertainment, joy, satisfaction. That's the word I want. He gets genuine satisfaction out of seeing everybody else go, what's up with that guy?
Yes.
He likes that.
What was his name? Oh, my God. Jim Carrey played him in a movie. He slapped the wrestler.
Oh,
Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman.
There's some Andy Kaufman in him.
Moon.
He gets off on watching people go crazy over the stuff he says.
Yeah.
He loves that type of stuff. But, yeah, he just I just don't think that he would. Well, look, he can. I think he could. If he actually becomes the Steelers quarterback and toes the line and gets them over the hump, I think you could actually change people's opinion about you. If you go through that system.
The football opinion,
absolutely,
for sure.
Absolutely, 100%.
You're right. The personality opinion as well.
Yeah,
you're right.
If you put all that nonsense to the side and just go be a quarterback for a football team,
there's no doubt in your mind he's still a pretty good player.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You saw it.
I'm not as confident as you are.
Yeah.
But
see,
I'm in the camp of maybe. Okay. I'm not a hard. He's done.
I'll tell you what I've been.
I don't know.
So in 7 years of as an active player, I had 4 head coaches: Knox, Brooks, Vermeil, Martz. Okay. That's 7 years.
Yeah.
So I know what it's like when coaches get fired. Mm-hmm. And when you have a season to where it starts bad and the coach is about to be fired, you're practicing like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I see him or the Jets are underperforming or those numbers don't look right, look at what happened there. They fired the coach. It's a mess.
Does it change that calculus if you're the reason the coach got fired?
Some.
Yeah.
Yeah, you let it get out of hand.
I get in your situation that this is not working and this guy's he's a short timer. He's going to get blown out any day now. Like, I get that, and that would be awful to be around. But what if you're the one that lit the fire to burn the place down?
It's weird.
Yeah.
Camps form.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bad environment. So it's really, you can't blame him for those situations, or you can't look at his number and say, well, he didn't play that well. Well, that whole franchise is bad. No one's going to play well outside of a pass rusher or a left tackle. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hope he plays. I don't like his deal, but I find his deal interesting. I find his presence very interesting.
I ignore him, and I just appreciate I treat him like the Hall of Fame treats players. I only judge you by what I see on the field.
Yeah,
everything else is noise.
It is noise, but I like the noise.
Yeah.
But I don't like the noise. I like talking about and seeing how the ripples on the pond.
Yeah.
Like I dig that. And he's very good at that. Puka Nacua had a very bad take. He's not the only one. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Mason and Ireland.
Can you do a cartwheel, John, if you were pressed?
I used to be able to, but I haven't done it in so long.
I've not done a cartwheel in a really long time. I'm sure I can.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
Hey, Southern California, I'm Ty.
It's Travis. We're here with Dawn Wilcox. She is the vice president of the Development Foundation here at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. And Dawn, you're the person behind the Make March Matter campaign. Yes. Tell us a little bit about what it is and what it does.
Yes. So Make March Matter was created to bring businesses in the community together in a way that would allow everyone to support the hospital that means so much to so many people here in Los Angeles. And we saw this opportunity to raise awareness and money for children's health, for Children's Hospital Los Angeles, and businesses just wanted a time of year that they could unite. And so March seemed to be a good month. There's, some nuances to springtime and the butterfly in our logo. And, it just seemed like a great time to bring everyone together and give them ways to give back.
Well, it's a wonderful, idea, and the way it's being executed is terrific. I know us here at ESPN 710 are incredibly excited to be a part of it, to get to auction off some of the experiences, whether it's going on a hike or going bowling or going to games or all the different things. It's just such a wonderful cause, and to get to be able to participate in it is really terrific.
And that is my favorite part about Make March Matter, is that everyone finds a way to get involved, and for ESPN to come and offer these opportunities up as a way to raise money is just incredible. It's creative, it's fun, it gives people a way to make the donation and get something fun in return, and that's really the spirit of the campaign.
And all of the money that's generated during the campaign goes directly here to CHLA.
It does. All the money raised goes to the Children's Fund, which is how we meet the most urgent needs of the hospital as we treat the most complex cases and the sickest kids and the families that may not have the means to cover the costs of that care. That's what the Children's Fund covers, and that's the money we're raising today.
It is a great cause. It is Make March Matter here at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. You can go to 710-4chla.com if you'd like to bid on one of the experiences and help a wonderful cause. Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
On gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code LEARN for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code LEARN for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code LEARN.
It's the Travis and DeMarco Show.
Travis Rodgers and DeMarco Farr.
But
I think there's a but. I think there's a but not a big but. It's a little narrow but.
The Travis and DeMarco Show rolls on
LA's mega sports station, 710 ESPN.
Ooh, nice song.
Another one.
Hey. All right, guys. So March Madness is happening. Your girl's really busy because I'm working on the other side too. And it is the Pachanga pick of the week. And for me, I'm going to pick the McNeese Cowboys. I hope I said it right. Every year there's a Cinderella story in the tournament, and they are definitely it. They are number 12, and they messed up my bracket. I had a perfect bracket until they beat number 5 Clemson.
Yep.
I was so mad because I saw my little tear come down. I was like, who messed up my perfect record? I got hella mad, but whatever. So anyways, my pick is that they'll make it past the weekend and be into the Sweet 16.
Okay.
That's going to be my pick. Their manager is also like the sensation.
He's the rapper, right?
He's he's like the first one apparently.
Dude, he's good.
He's fun.
Yeah.
He's
manager? I saw it yesterday. I think his name is.
I'll send you the.
It's Amir Khan, I believe is his name.
The boxer?
No. It's just the same name.
Okay.
And he's the team manager. Okay, he's the team manager, like all these teams have. And
like the equipment guy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he has some flow, and they come out behind him like laying it down.
The equipment guy is the rapper.
And I'm gonna send you the.
And he's
what are we doing?
And he's pretty good.
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
I sent you the story.
Okay.
But
I'll dig it.
apparently he's like the first manager to get an NIL deal.
Yeah, he got an NIL deal.
My God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's my pick.
The Pachanga Pick of the Week, presented by Pachanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino. Visit pachanga.com for more info. That's weird. Is it McNeese State?
Yeah.
McNeese State.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The equipment guy has NIL deal.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What is going on here?
People are in. It went viral. Like he's got a presence. He's got a brand. He's got a people know. Who, put it to you this way.
Yeah.
Do you think I know anything about McNeese State?
No.
Do you think I watch college basketball?
What is the mascot?
No.
Do you know?
I think she said Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys. Yeah. Okay.
My point is, this guy somehow, some way, made it on my radar, despite the fact I don't listen to hip hop.
Yeah.
I don't watch college basketball, and I'm not an alum of McNeese State, and he got to me. That's why he has an NIL
It's
deal.
a Jason Sehorn moment. It's things you don't see every day. You know?
Oh, yeah, well, both of those.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Certainly qualify.
Hey, speaking of cowboys, you guys know how a Mexican cowboy calls his daughter?
How?
Yeehaw!
Eres un menso. Un menso.
Dude, you like that one, Travis?
I do. That's...
I'm mad that I'm
How a
laughing.
Mexican cowboy calls his daughter. Yeehaw!
Oh, my
Incredible.
goodness. Wow.
Incredible.
I'm kind of mad that I laughed.
A 12 has beaten a 5 every year since they started doing this tournament, basically. If you bet every 12 seed over every 5 seed every year, you make money almost all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why 12-5?
Because you get good odds, and they win a lot.
Wow. I wonder why 12 beats 5
I don't know.
a lot.
It's weird.
just
Like
one of those things.
13 rarely beats 4.
Yeah.
And what would that be? 11 and 6 is not nearly as often. It's just that 12-5 is one of those weird things where those 12s are usually conference champions that are pretty good, got a lot of older players from smaller conferences going up against a 5 who's probably like a 3rd or a 4th place team in a bigger league, and they get clipped.
I feel like I'm in Vegas at a Denny's, and I'm hungover, and you're talking me into making a bet. That's what I feel like.
I mean, there's probably
Big
one
glasses,
more left today.
Yes.
One more left today
You
along
look
the
Ace
way.
Rothstein trying to talk me into the bet.
I want to play this for you. This is Puka. Which podcast was this from, Laura, where Puka was talking about playing in the NBA?
Yes.
Which podcast was it from?
The St.
The
Browns.
St. Browns.
Oh, the St.
Yeah,
Browns.
St.
That's
Browns.
right. So check the Puka is a good basketball player. We saw him in the celebrity game, throw down dunk. He's a good basketball player.
Fantastic athlete.
I'm fairly certain that the St. Browns and me and you think he's lost his mind.
I love to play basketball. Am I a hooper? I mean, I think I'm better than majority of the football players that play basketball for sure, 100%. But
so you still think you could play in the NBA if you gave up football?
Yeah. Yes, bro. You don't be watching these guys play.
Bro, how tall are you, Puka? Relax. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2".
No, you're not playing the NBA.
What do you mean? There's Steph the Steph Currys who are 6'2", and there's the Fred VanVleets that are 6'2", bro. Bro, I haven't seen you play basketball, but I know with the assets and the skills that you have in playing the game of football, if I can direct you right, and you get if you get the same amount of reps as these guys, even just in a year, bro. No, there's no.
Bro, you have to understand the game. Like there's so much.
You do that. You watch film right now. You understand movement. You understand how to work as a group, bro. You just not like you just be running routes for no reason. You don't just I'm gonna line up in the middle and just hope that I'm in the right spot compared to everybody else, bro. You have spatial awareness. You have once you figure out how the court is, how it all lines up, bro. Come on, bro.
I love how hard he's selling it.
Selling it hard. You know, isn't that the argument for Bronny, though? What Puka is saying is kind of the argument for Bronny. Is like if you take reps, you're a decent athlete. Van Vliet is 6'1". Steph Curry is taller than 6'1".
6'3".
6'3", but he's not a giant man.
No, he's not, but he's Steph Curry.
He is Steph Curry. Van Vliet is special, too. I get it.
And LeBron James Jr. is a basketball player.
True. If you give an athlete like Puka an opportunity to train with your guys.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
If you put LeBron James Jr. on the Rams and gave him a bunch of reps, is he going to go out there and survive?
He wouldn't make it a day.
That's
you know
the
that.
same thing.
But it's basketball. I'm just saying.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. That these guys are that good at what they do. Even the guys that are kind of rank and file, they're that good at what they do.
If you put Puka out there right now, just on the floor, with the team the Lakers put out there last night,
he would get devoured.
If you give him a year,
he would get devoured.
In a year?
Yes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you.
Absolute
If you guys haven't seen, first of all,
Yeah,
the
you
podcast
just-
is
I like
how it's
great.
just like, this is,
Yeah, I get where he's coming from, but
He
no.
sold. I mean, I was watching. I was super engaged. I mean, he said a bunch of other things. Great podcast, but he was like, "Bruh."
I feel him though.
Bruh.
Yeah,
I love that
he's in that bulletproof stage.
Yeah,
He was so comfortable with them, and he let his guard down.
Yeah.
And I love seeing athletes that do that, and they just kind of chill
I
out.
thought about
Loved
this
it.
when Cooper Kupp left and became a Seahawk. I'm thinking we may see a different Puka now because Big Brother's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he really deferred a lot to Cooper because you had to. That's your mentor.
Sure.
That's the guy. It was weird watching because we went the first couple of years when you do the post-game press conference. We would all gather around quarterback.
Yeah.
Gurley or other player, then Cooper. Slowly, that became Puka.
Yeah.
And their lockers are right next to each other.
Yeah.
like a year ago, we were doing this with you. Now we're doing it with him.
It's a weird dynamic.
It is. It happens, though. You got to handle it like
Yeah,
a pro,
it
and I
happened,
think he did. But now that that's removed from the building, he gets to grow up. And I think you'll hear more of this coming out of him.
I love that. I'm assuming it's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
It says they're like, Puka, dude, stop.
I know.
Like he's trying to like, dude, stop doing this. This is not making any sense.
Maybe he should have said, like, I think they think he was saying I'd be dunking on people, because that's what you saw when you see Puka play basketball.
Yeah, because he's playing against other non-professionals.
Right. I think what Puka is saying, I could be a credible basketball player. I could be a good role player.
Puka Nacua, if he walked into a YMCA, would be the best basketball player there.
Yeah.
That is 10 billion miles from playing in the NBA.
Big time. But if it's like a reality show and you gave Puka Nacua right now 2 years to just train basketball, at the end of 2 years, he's an athlete. And he's well trained, and he takes it seriously. All you do is basketball from here on out for 2 straight years.
I'm betting against him.
Making the NBA or being credible?
Making a team, being able to survive and be good enough to where you look at him and go, that's not crazy.
Yeah. I remember T.O. saying the same thing. Yeah. T.O. said he could play.
He was wrong, too.
I'm with you, man.
He was wrong, too.
But I appreciate where you're coming from, though. Yes.
This is the very thinnest slice of the guys that do this. Not guys that are really, really good at it. It's take every guy that's ever been really, really good and take like 1/100th of 1% of those guys. Those are the guys that are in there.
Totally. Yes. Yeah. I could do that. No, you can't. No, you can't.
This is one of these rules. Like whenever it's could this person or that person, always pick the professional athlete.
Right.
They're different than you.
This is me telling you I could get at least I could get the bat on a ball.
Yeah.
At least once in 100 pitches. At least once.
You wouldn't get a bat on me, and I'm 53.
I will take that.
And was not a professional.
Do you hear that, Parker?
Yeah.
We got one. See?
Yeah.
There you go. 100 pitches. You're on. All I need is one hit.
Yeah.
One hit.
I feel good about that.
We can spread it out over like a week, too.
Well, I can't throw 100 pitches in a day. I'm gonna need a year. We'll do like 2 pitches a month.
You thought about it.
We'll spread it out. Yeah. No, you're not going to get you're not going to run up my pitch count.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to get
90. Yeah, come on in.
You're just going to take the first 75.
Go ahead. Keep coming.
Hot and cold's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Tomorrow is a Madness Saturday at ESPN LA. Tip it off at 11:30 a.m. from the Galen Center. The top seed USC women's basketball team gets the madness in the tourney underway against 16th seed UC Greensboro on 7:10 a.m. in the ESPN LA app. At noon, hear Kings hockey on the ESPN LA app as they battle the Carolina Hurricanes. And at 6 p.m., the Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off gets underway as the Lakers face the Chicago Bulls at Crypto.com Arena for Saturday night action. It's a Madness Saturday tomorrow on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
So Mark Real from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late night dinners. Catch up with friends on game days while watching your favorite teams, or unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails inside the Rays Lounge. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, located next to SoFi Stadium, the Forum, and the all-new Intuit Dome. Hollywood Park Casino must be 21 plus to enter. For more info, go to playhpc.com.
Open your world to all that SeaWorld San Diego has to discover. Make new connections with orcas, belugas, dolphins, and more. Explore all new depths with Jewels of the Sea, an immersive experience featuring vivid displays of awe-inspiring jellyfish species opening this spring. And set sail on a flavorful journey as you sample your way through an all-new menu at the Seven Seas Food Festival. There's so much more to SeaWorld than ever before. Save up to 55% on tickets, fun cards, and passes during our spring break sale. Hurry, offer ends soon. Taxes, service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Cap here. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt. With years of experience and a passion for helping people, if you've got water damage at home, call Avner Gatt today. 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. That's 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt. Your claim, our game.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text TAP to 321-321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text TAP to 321-321. That's TAP to 321-321.
As you know, we've welcomed the new partner here at 710 ESPN, NextGen. NextGen, the official AC, heat, and plumbing company of SoCal sports fans.
You're as cold as ice.
Call 833-3-NEXTGEN, NEXGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com. Time for our feature we do 3 days a week. Who's hot? Who's cold? Thanks to NextGen. Boy, time for Who's Hot? Who's Cold? Take it away, Producer M.
Aloha.
Hola.
Howdy.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
Gil.
dias. Buenos dias. All right, guys. I was a little torn because I have two hots, but I'll pick this one. Today is World Tattoo Day, so that's my hot because
Really?
I have two tattoos.
Okay.
I love my tattoos. They mean a lot to me. And
Tell me it's none of my business, but where are your tattoos located
So,
on your body?
one of them is on like above my wrist.
Okay.
It's the
The
barcode
other
one.
one's my forearm.
The other one's a cabbage.
The other one's a cabbage. You got a cabbage on your back?
Red or green? Yeah.
The green one. The green one.
God,
Depends
cabbage.
what you need it for.
Wow.
No, but I love my tattoos. It took me a long time to get them. They were very thought out.
Yep.
So it wasn't like a drunken thing. I want more. And I know that usually when people get tattoos, they're very meaningful.
Yep.
And talking to you guys also have tattoos.
I don't.
So that's okay. Well,
You
I
don't have
care about
one?
you.
No? Really? Okay.
You're excluded.
What you described, Laura, is exactly why I hate my tattoo. And thankfully, it was such a bad tattoo, like as far as quality goes, that it is mostly faded over the last 30 years, and you really couldn't even notice it, even if I pointed it out to you.
Yeah.
It was a drunken mistake that I immediately regretted, and it's
What is it again?
It's a little baseball thing with a hat and glasses and flames. It's so stupid,
glasses, and
DeMarco.
flames?
Yeah, it's so stupid.
Where does it reside?
On the back of my left shoulder.
Okay. Away from your parents.
It's so like literally. I woke up the next morning. It was like this was a disaster.
Yeah. What did I do? How old were you again?
21.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is my life, my body. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Same
Yeah.
thing. I got a little stupid tattoo. It's a Japanese character. And
What does it say?
I have no idea. I think it's supposed to say conquer and defeat.
Okay.
At least that's what it said. I
Okay.
don't know.
Oh, we should
Yeah.
put it on Google and to see the picture and see if it really translates
I've
to
asked
that.
actual Japanese speaking people, is
And?
that what it means? And when I tell them this is what I think it means, they go, I kind of see that.
Okay.
So it kind of sort of
Close
means
enough,
something like
ish.
that, I guess. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
If
Maybe
it's not in
it
a
needed
weird-
more, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you not interested, or you just it's just not your cup of tea, Jorge?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I mean, I have ideas of what I would get done, but I just don't have. I just don't want to. It's also expensive, man.
It is to get a good one. If it's not, keep shopping.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm cool. I
Like
can
hell,
live without
too.
it.
Yeah,
It
that was
does
the first time, like, when you're dating, you meet someone, will you go with me?
Yeah.
We're going steady to girlfriend.
Sure.
This was the first big commitment. We got tattoos together.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Not of
that's-
names. We just got tattoos
You
together.
both decided to get something
at the same time.
See, like
right.
for instance, one of my ideas is I got my grandparents their fingerprints.
Oh.
So I want to get them together and make a heart.
Oh.
So I would want to get my kids' right now they're babies. I would
Yeah.
want to get their fingerprints and then put them together to make hearts.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's not a bad idea.
Because
at
the
all.
fingerprint's unique. Like it's
I'm not anti-tattoo at all, but give it some thought, like you did. Like you and I seem to have made some decisions that we regret.
Oh, yeah.
And think Laura, you said you really like yours.
Yeah, I
Think it through, man.
Yeah,
Just think it through.
Face tat.
Well,
face tat. Neck
this
tat.
one.
Think it through.
Yeah.
Hey, so face is beyond like a statement.
It's a choice.
But neck is a statement too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's up high where you can't hide it, that's a
little
choice.
kiss. Have you seen the guys with the kiss? I'm like, why are you getting marked, bro?
I don't know. Not for
So
me.
weird.
Also, my uncle, his daughter got my cousin, she got the tattoos of her kids, the names, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
on her shoulders.
That makes sense.
No, hold on. Then my uncle's like, what are you, stupid, crazy? Like, you're going to forget your kids' names? You need
No,
to
but it's not to remember their names. It's to honor them, to keep
with
them
you all the
close to
time.
you.
Yeah.
That kind of
Or
stuff.
like your last name. Sorry, DeAndre.
I'll just tape a
has it, but it's
Polaroid
like,
to my
why?
back.
My buddy Brian
Yeah.
has a ton of tattoos,
Yeah.
and they're awesome.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
of people or
all
things?
sorts of different things. Like some really cool designs. He has a giant tiger on his arm.
Yeah.
He's got a hawk on like his flank, and they're
See, that's
like
cool.
this. They're awesome.
See, I always I see people and I admire body art. So
Yeah.
I'm like, can I see your tattoo?
I think that's. I always ask if I see something.
Right.
I'm like, hey, what can I? You know,
That's
why,
not
when
weird,
did
right?
you get that? Why did you get that? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't think so.
Especially when there's script on there.
No, they're
Like,
doing it.
What is that?
Show
Yeah.
it to people. Yeah.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know. What's cold, Laura?
All right, so what's cold? Do not come at me, Internet. But when I saw the trailer for Happy Gilmore 2, I was not happy. I love the movie. I love the first one, and I know it's a sequel, and it's coming out in July, I believe July 25th on Netflix. I was super stoked when they first announced it. Now, when I saw the trailer, the first thing that popped into my head was Coming to America 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was just.
It was why.
It was
Exactly.
Why?
It was why make the movie, and that's kind of how I feel about Happy Gilmore 2.
Money.
So
That's why.
my cold. I'm just like,
yeah,
leave it alone.
It's really fun. You and I had this conversation
Yeah.
the other
Yeah, we
day, and we both said that it reminded me a lot of Coming to America too. Coming to America might be one of the funniest movies of its era.
Oh,
Might be
yes.
one of the funniest movies ever. It's terrific, and I wouldn't change a single scene in the
Not
whole
a
movie.
thing.
It's just it's wonderful.
Yes.
The second movie was fine. It wasn't a bad movie, but it wasn't that.
No.
Right? It was fine. It felt a lot familiar beats and all those things. And this feels like I love Happy Gilmore. I wouldn't change a scene in Happy. It's great. And if you want to make another one to make a few bucks, good, knock yourself out. But I don't know. Like Anchorman 2 is another one of these. Like,
yeah.
I liked it. It's fine, but it's not what the original was.
No, there's never.
Yeah.
I'm weird on this. Sequels, if you're going to the well again, just for the money,
Yeah.
But if you want to revisit something from the past, from nostalgia, like Karate Kid or when they went Cobra Kai, loved it. I get to see Daniel and Johnny grown up.
I like that better.
If you had Ferris Bueller and you had you give me an update on what Ferris is right now,
Okay.
I'd love to see that.
If that's what it is, but if they redo Ferris Bueller, and oddly enough, it's Matthew Broderick's birthday.
It is.
We'll talk about that in a second. But it's just him having another adventure in a city.
Or an older Ferris.
Yeah, but it's the same movie. It's just I've seen it. Like, if you gave me a different version of this, like where
It might
he's the
be.
principal at the high school, and
Yeah.
now he's got to deal with another kid that's kind of.
I saw the trailer. He's who are we talking about?
Sandler?
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Seems like he's grown up. He's got a family.
Yeah.
It's different. So I'd
I
love to
hope
see
so.
that. Maybe he forgot who he was.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope it's I didn't see that coming, but if it's Happy didn't play golf, now is playing
Yeah.
golf and wins some stuff.
Ireland and Emily were talking about there's going to be another Devil Wears Prada.
In.
Right.
Yeah.
But this time Miranda
Yeah.
is working for her old secretary. I got to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a twist because now Emily Blunt has high hands.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a new
Thank
movie.
you. Okay.
It's a new movie.
Right.
It was just Miranda / Meryl Streep just crapping on people.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen it
Been
already.
there, done that.
Yeah.
And straight up remakes or reboots,
A walk
hit
to
or miss.
remember.
Hit or miss. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like taking an old movie and doing the movie again with
Yeah.
different actors, but kind of doing, but very hit and miss.
Hit or miss, yeah.
Like when they redid Vacation, no.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, you missed it.
And you
and
missed
I, and
it
I like
totally.
the people. I like Ed Helms. I like Christina Applegate. Like
Yeah.
I like these folks, but it's like this movie wasn't very funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Ghostbusters brought me back with the last one, I think. Frozen, whatever it was.
Didn't see it.
It's good.
And they did one with an all-female cast, right?
Yeah.
I
think this is after. Yeah. Okay.
Who's Hot, Who's Cold? It's brought to you by NextGen, the official AC Heat and Plumbing Company of SoCal sports fans. Call 833-3NEXTGen. That's 833-3NEXGEN or nextgenairandplumbing.com. It's got to be kind of weird. So the Dodgers go to spring
Having
training.
a Japanese character on your arm and you don't know what it means?
Well, they would
That's
know.
weird.
If you were on the Dodgers, you could get it translated.
It
You got a
looked
lot of
cool,
Japanese
though.
people.
Yeah.
It says, "What's up, fool?"
Right.
Yeah, it'd be like
Stupid.
Yeah, sucker.
Right.
Yeah. They open spring training, which is its own thing, which is let's get ready, get in shape, break a sweat, get our bodies healthy, et cetera, to we're playing a real game.
Yeah.
To, hey, let's go back and not play some real games. And then they're going to have to crank it up and play with it. It's an odd set of circumstances where you've gone from exhibition to, hey, this counts, to, oh, well, let's just go back to exhibition again. It's just odd.
I mean, I'm glad you got the break so you can decompress from the trip.
Right? Yeah.
And then reload and go again. But
Would you rather,
weird.
Would you rather have a couple of, because they got the Freeway series starting on Sunday. They play Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Would you rather have those games to kind of reacclimate yourself to competition, or would you rather have gone to Japan, played a couple of games, and then shut it down for a week, like take your batting practice and everything, and then just hit the ground running Thursday against the Tigers? This one counts too.
I think I would hit the ground running.
Me
and
too.
Just this one counts. Let's just get it on.
Yeah.
Move on with it. You're professionals. You should know now. Yeah.
3 more non-games against the Angels. Like, what are we doing?
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah.
Maybe if I'm trying to make a case for it, I want to be in a big league ballpark, see the ball coming out of the hand. I don't know. Can we just skip to Thursday?
Why can't you? Yeah. Why can't you? Yeah.
If I'm one of those guys, Dave, I'm good. Just put me in the lineup on Thursday.
Might be good for Freddie though.
Yeah,
Freddie and Mookie.
Freddie and Mookie should probably play in a couple of those.
Yeah, get them going when it doesn't
Imagine
count.
going all the way to Japan and not playing at all.
No. Well, it'd be a vacation, though.
I guess.
Yeah, it'd be a vacation.
It's a long way to go for 4 or 5 days.
I mean, to hang out, see stuff, and just to see that. I would go. If I wasn't playing, I would still want to go, just so I could see what it's like for Ohtani over there. Yeah. I'd like to see that. I mean, where do you get to see that here, to where it's wall-to-wall one guy?
I don't think you can.
You got to share it regionally with different teams and
can.
people. Yeah, I would want to see that and experience that.
$40 million for Fanatics.
Yeah. Nuts, right?
$40 million for Fanatics in that Japan series.
And I bet that's the low end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. You're not done yet. You're not done counting.
My son, who lives in Philadelphia, Bobby, my oldest, has a Dodger hat with a Japanese flag on the side that my other son sent him as a little present.
Yeah.
And it's like it's a Dodger hat, but it's got a Japanese flag on the side.
Got to have it.
It's like gotta have it.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. And they're not the only 2 that are into that.
It's
stuff.
a Beanie Baby. It's a Cabbage Patch Kid. I gotta have it.
Cabbage.
And by the way,
Cabbage. There we go again.
It's a Laura Patch Kid.
She said, we were talking about toys. She said, I love Cabbage Patch Kids. That was the first thing she said.
It's full circle.
Yeah.
There you go.
I like the Garbage Pail Kids. Remember
Did you
those?
really with the snotty nose and all that? That was gross. Those things were nasty.
They were gross.
Oh
That's why I liked it. It was pretty gross. We got the dump coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Get your phone out. Go to your app store and put Prize Picks on your phone. Put Prize Picks on your phone. Use the code 710. And when you do that, here's what happens. You're going to get $50 after you play your first $5 lineup with Prize Picks. So what is Prize Picks? You probably know, but let me tell you. It's picking more and picking less. Find your favorite players. Find your favorite sports. Look at the projections on what that particular player is going to do that particular night and decide, hey, that player's going to get more than that. That player's going to get less than that. One of my favorites is, for some of the rank and file in Major League Baseball, 0.5 hits, runs, RBIs. They have to get a hit, score a run, or drive one in, and it goes more than. They don't, it's less than. It's so much fun, and it takes whatever you're doing already and makes it even more fun, because you can win up to 1,000 times your money at Prize Picks. Pick 2 or more players, and you can get paid 1,000 times on that bet. So what are you waiting for? Put Prize Picks on your phone. Use that code 710. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Tomorrow is a Madness Saturday at ESPN LA. Tip it off at 11:30 a.m. from the Galen Center. The top seed USC women's basketball team gets the madness in the tourney underway against 16th seed UC Greensboro on 7:10 a.m. in the ESPN LA app. At noon, hear Kings hockey on the ESPN LA app as they battle the Carolina Hurricanes. And at 6 p.m., the Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off gets underway as the Lakers face the Chicago Bulls at Crypto.com Arena for Saturday night action. It's a Madness Saturday tomorrow on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Bottom of the ninth, bases loaded, crowd rocking for Rotolo Chevrolet's top hitter, Mike Capozio. He's facing off with the Bulldog, and these two have quite the history. Here's the pitch. Oh, he got all of it. That ball is out of here like a red Corvette, and it's going and going and going.
Yes! Dad, are you having that dream again?
Come see what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Attention Lakers fans, Michelob Ultra, ESPN LA, and the Lakers are giving you superior access via Ultra courtside to a once-in-a-lifetime experience at the UCLA Health Training Center, home of the Los Angeles Lakers. Visit UltraLakersShootAround.com, and you could win a chance to sink free throws and drain threes with your favorite Lakers players trade. Winners will also get a behind-the-scenes tour and a chance to hang out with a Lakers legend, presented by Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
21 years or older, no purchase necessary. Only open to residents of Los Angeles, Ventura, San Bernardino, or Riverside County.
That's UltraLakersShootAround.com for official contest rules.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I need new rotors.
When you buy 2 Duralast rotors during our spring sale, you get Duralast brake pads free.
Free?
With the rotors.
Well, that's great. What if I need extra stopping power?
You can upgrade to Duralast Gold pads for just $10.
So Duralast pads are free?
Yep.
And an upgrade is just $10?
That's right. Part of the spring sale at AutoZone. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Vivid Seats is your ultimate destination for basketball and hockey this season. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every one-timer and buzzer-beating 3 live and in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Don't miss out. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
All right, quick before we get aloha. Buenos dias. Heel.
Hello.
Yeah. There's a lot of things going on.
Guten Morgen.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Yahweh, everybody. Yahweh.
All of it.
Yes.
All of it. Attention, Laker fans. Michelob Ultra, ESPN LA, and the Lakers, giving you superior access. You can win a chance to tour, and it's awesome, the UCLA Health Training Center, and you get a shoot-around with the Lakers legend. You can enter right now, UltraLakersShootAround.com, presented by Michelob Ultra. Superior light beer. You must be 21 years or older. No purchase necessary. That's UltraLakersShootAround.com for official contest rules and eligible counties.
All right, guys. I'm taking over the dump.
Okay.
Because I will not be here next week with you guys. Emily's back. And I had a last man standing that I wanted to incorporate. You guys.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Double last man standing.
Yeah. So ML Football on Twitter posted this saying, trending the top 10 most attractive NFL head coaches via Yahoo.
Okay.
So I have a list of 10. I don't know. I don't know if it's looks. It just says attractive, but I'm going with looks because that's what usually that means, right?
Okay.
So attractive NFL head coaches. So
All right.
DeMarco, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
So it's 1 through 10.
I'm jumping out of this quick. You ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Andy Reid.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
That's the best way to forfeit I've ever seen in my entire life. That was artfully done,
Come
my
on.
friend.
All right.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Yes.
Kevin O'Connell.
Kevin O'Connell is on there.
Yeah.
Number 8.
Yeah.
Number 8. Okay, Briones.
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur is Packers number 5. Number 5.
Yeah, because Brenda.
Okay.
Thank you, Brenda.
Yeah, come on.
Let me go here.
Throw your own guy in there.
Well,
He's got to be in there.
I'm trying to.
No.
Raheem Morris.
Raheem Morris is not
Oh!
on the list.
What?
Not
Raheem Morris looks like
on
Denzel.
That's why I jumped out early.
Yeah.
See? Right.
Not on the list.
Yes.
Briones, by default.
Who's on the list?
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle Shanahan is on
Okay,
the
this list is
Kingsbury.
Kingsbury's not in the league.
No, he's not.
Well, Kingsbury's in the list, right?
No, he's not.
He's not on the list?
No.
Oh.
Where's McVay?
He's
not
not
on the list?
McVay is not on the list. Oh, my God.
McVay
Okay.
is not
Who's on the list? Give me
Sirianni.
run it down.
Sirianni?
Pete
Shut up.
Carroll.
Let me talk.
Sirianni.
All right, Briones, let me talk. Number 1, Jonathan Gannon from the Cardinals.
Couldn't pick him out of a lineup.
Mike McDonald, Seahawks.
Same.
Then we said Kyle Shanahan, 49ers.
Who made this list?
Yahoo.
Again, Yahoo.
Oh,
but
okay.
I think
A bunch
that
of yahoos. Yeah.
I think we thought attractive, and we went looks. They might be attractive to play for. Just saying.
And then
where
Sean
was I?
McVay would be on the list.
And so would Andy Reid.
Right.
Shane Steichen, Colts.
Okay.
We had Matt LaFleur, Packers.
Yeah.
Dave Canales, Panthers. Ben Johnson, Bears. Kevin O'Connell, Vikings.
This is like a GQ list. Yeah.
This is guys, like a lot of these guys, like I know their names. Like if you said to me, who is the coach of the Bears? I could say Ben Johnson's the coach of the Bears. I know that to be the answer.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I could not pick him out of a lineup.
No.
I had to
not yet.
Google a lot of these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's not a bad looking dude.
They all look like Parker.
Brian Schottenheimer from the
Shane
Cowboys.
Steichen kind of does.
He does look like you.
Yeah.
See? There you
And
go.
then the last one rounding up the 10th seed here is Dan Campbell from the Lions.
Dan Campbell's on the list?
Get out of here.
Laura, this is not your fault because
Not my
you did
list.
not put the list together.
First of
But
all-
that's the worst last man standing since Sliwa's last man standing had Baskin Robbins listed as a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Also, the fact that Sean McVay is not on this list, either for looks purposes or for a coach you want to play for, I don't know who put this together
And
at
Campbell's
Yahoo.
on there.
They
Oh.
should be
Right.
fired at Yahoo.
Right.
Okay.
Should be fired at
Wow.
Yahoo.
That's why I took
Dan
Andy Reid.
Campbell would be on the list of guys that you don't want to fight.
In a phone booth.
Yeah, like Dan Campbell
him,
will tear you in half.
Vrabel versus Campbell. Oh. Yeah, I just sit back and watch. Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
Hold on. Let's tailor the tape
Yeah.
this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Campbell's a little bit bigger.
Tight end.
Okay.
Vrabel's a linebacker.
Vrabel's a defensive player.
linebacker.
Right?
Yeah.
So he's got that
He's the
in
hammer.
him.
The other guy's the nail.
I think Vrabel, and I'm not throwing shade at Dan Campbell when I say this.
Yes.
I think Vrabel's a little more strategic than Dan Campbell. If I had to
Yes.
guess, he's more of a thinking man than Dan Campbell. Is that fair?
I think Vrabel might be a little more healthier.
Okay.
Yeah, his body parts are working.
Who's younger?
I think Campbell's. Let me look.
Okay,
That's a good question.
This could be a draw.
This is a battle here.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on then. Yeah.
Trying to think what else. Who took more hits while they were playing?
Well, that's the linebacker.
Okay,
Yeah, the
so
linebacker.
that's a check mark
Yeah.
in Campbell's favor.
Okay, so Dan Campbell's 48. Let's
Okay, Vrabel's. God, I bet he's right about there.
see. Mike V is 49.
Okay,
so it's
draw.
a push.
It's
yeah.
a push.
It's a push.
Can we set this up? Can we get promoter rights on this?
I think you might. Do they play each other? Because that's
Those-
almost a guarantee.
Those guys are at the top of the list, right? Like
Yeah.
they would be the champ and the number one ranked contender.
The guys that you don't want to mess
yeah,
with.
they're 1 and 1A.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of guys that you don't want to fight. That are
Trying
head
to
coaches.
think who else would be because of their physicality. Like Mike Tomlin for sure, but Mike Tomlin's in his late 50s.
I
Like
think
he's at an age disadvantage.
I would rather fight Mike than let him lecture me. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Would you want to sit in there when Mike Tomlin is lecturing you about you?
I think I've decided on who my answer between
Who?
Vrabel and Campbell would be.
Who?
Like if I had to fight one of them,
trying to think.
who would I rather fight?
I wouldn't fight Sirianni.
I would think those are my two choices.
Yeah.
I think I would rather fight Vrabel, and here's why.
Okay.
I think Campbell would kill you. I think Vrabel would just win the fight and let you live.
Submit.
I think Dan would fight until there's nothing
He's
left.
going to the death.
Yeah.
One of you is not coming out.
Right.
It's straight up Thunderdome with him. I
Yeah.
think Vrabel might actually have some rules. You might be right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When my corner threw the towel, Vrabel would stop.
Mate. That
Yeah.
means stop.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So another random thing that happened to me while I was on the way to work today. As I told you guys, I was jamming out in my car, and the amount of side eyes that I got on red lights and stop signs, because again, I have a mini concert in my car. Mind your business. If you see me, mind your business. But I got a lot of like looks because of what I was doing in my car.
Are you over the top with it?
No, I'm just like, listen.
Because you are in public.
I'm not like taking off my shirt over the top. I'm over here like, and like I put
You're just
my,
saying you're
saying.
karaokeing.
I'm not like picking my nose. I'm not doing anything crazy. I would give you a sec. Ew.
What?
I would give you a
pick
sec.
your nose?
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. I didn't need to know that. I'm sorry.
Look at Travis.
I didn't need to know that. You pick your nose? Oh, come on,
In the
man.
car, it's like you have a cloak of invisibility.
Those windows.
No, it's just you lose track of everyone
we can
else out
see
there.
you.
Tinted windows, bro.
Tinted
come
windows, fine. But come on now. That's gross.
Okay, but
You flick it out.
No
you
one's
flick-
saying
you
it's
flick it
not
out.
gross. We're just saying that we've done it.
There's not too many things that take my appetite. That might be one of
Do
them.
you flick it out?
Oh, God, come on.
I want to leave it in the car.
Man,
Yeah.
why would you
Where
even
else are
put
you
that
gonna
in?
do? You let the aerodynamics take it
Exactly.
away.
You guys are disgusting.
I'm getting ready to heat.
You let
Come on.
DeMarco's
Stop,
windshield
stop,
take care of it.
What's next?
All right, the other one is
Go.
we were talking about I use Siri, so I have CarPlay, and I always tell Siri, hey Siri, text XYZ. And it usually gets it wrong. All three of you men looked at me sideways and looked at me crazy because you guys said, I don't do that.
I don't do that.
I was on the phone, so I didn't look at you sideways. Well,
Yeah, you
actually,
did.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I just
I
wasn't
felt
here.
it.
Yeah. No,
You guys don't use Siri?
I do not do voice to text.
No, I do not do voice text. No.
Yeah.
No.
Ireland, do you text or do you voice
all
to text?
the time?
You voice
Text
to
and-
text?
Yep.
Oh, there you go,
do you
Laura.
really?
That makes two
Okay.
of you guys.
Because of safety or because it's easy?
I most of my texting happens when I'm driving. So
Okay.
That's where I use
That's what we're trying not to say. Yeah.
I don't like to text and drive, so I just use the voice feature.
That is
That's
exactly
better,
what we're
but,
trying
Which,
not
by
to
the
say.
way, gets, as to Laura's point, gets messed up all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What's
Okay,
the
so-
worst? What's the worst
So do you have
text
to?
you've sent? Yeah.
So do you have to say like text Brenda? Hey, stopping by liquor store. Period. Would you like
I
anything
think
else
you
besides
can
milk?
do that,
Period.
right?
Yeah.
You
I
can
do.
put in your punctuation.
Period.
Yeah.
Send
like,
it. Yeah.
If I was sending a
If
text to you,
if I say,
do you want to
well,
play
here's how it
golf
works.
tomorrow?
I would say,
Question mark.
send a text to Travis Rodgers. They'd say, what do you want to say to Travis? I'll say, I have an 8:30 tee time tomorrow at Mountain Gate, period. Can you play question mark?
Right.
And that's how
Send.
you get it.
Send.
Don't try to
Okay.
insert an
8:30,
emoji.
I'll be there.
6:30?
Yeah,
Maybe
nice.
not.
No, I'm an early riser. There's no early side that you could miss on. Late side possible.
I am right there with you.
Yeah.
I love waking up to golf.
Dew droppers.
Yeah.
Dewdroppers?
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
the
wrestling name.
first one out.
Would you like to weigh in Mike Vrabel versus Dan Campbell in a Thunderdome match?
I want to do this
Yeah.
because I think that this is the tail of
This
the
is
tape. We
good.
can't come up with an answer here. We'll do that coming up next. Super Crosstalk coming up next.
Look at that.
Tomorrow is a Madness Saturday at ESPN LA. Tip it off at 11:30 a.m. from the Galen Center. The top seed USC women's basketball team gets the madness in the tourney underway against 16th seed UC Greensboro on 7:10 a.m. in the ESPN LA app. At noon, hear Kings hockey on the ESPN LA app as they battle the Carolina Hurricanes. And at 6 p.m., the Toyota Lakers countdown to tip-off gets underway as the Lakers face the Chicago Bulls at Crypto.com Arena for Saturday night action. It's a Madness Saturday tomorrow on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Join us on March 24th between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. at Ralph's PCH in Long Beach. Here's the address, 6290 East Pacific Coast Highway. Once again, 6290 East Pacific Coast Highway. Lakers legend Byron Scott and AC Green. And now we found out that DeMarco Farr will also be there. And the BB Go food truck will be there as well. And we're giving away Laker tickets. Plus, cast your vote on site with us for the LakersGevote.com and receive an exclusive Lakers Gevote t-shirt. Don't miss out.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey, it's Mace. Did you know Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They're transforming lives with job training, career placement, and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. For more on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward.
So Mark Real from Real Fathers writes, I always say on the air, you have to have the right family law firm that is going to get you the happiness you deserve and the justice you deserve.
Really, the legal system is designed and set up for fathers to fail. I set out to create a firm and to create something that would help all men navigate that successfully.
We have a new phone number for Real Fathers Rights.
833-ESPN-710.
And RFR710.com.
Yes, RFR710.com.
The entry window is now closed, but ESPN LA and BBGO are still on the hunt to find the Lakers Gevote, the greatest Lakers fan of all time. And now we're going to need your help. From now till March 24th, Just go to LakersGoFote.com and vote for the GoFote. The Lakers GoFote is going to be rewarded with incredible prizes like courtside seats and a whole lot more. So remember, do your part and vote for the Lakers GoFote now through March 24th, only at LakersGoFote.com. That's LakersGFOAT.com. LakersGoFote.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
I hope with what I'm about to say to you does not
What
offend
is
you
it?
in any way, because I
okay.
don't mean it in any way other than just genuinely asking.
You know what's coming now. Yeah.
I'm surprised to see you today.
Oh, no. Look, we worked all night last night,
Okay.
and I'm like, I got vacation coming up. I'm like, I'm not going to burn a day. So I decided to come in and work today.
I thought today might be one of the Mason days where you were getting ready because you got your party
No,
tonight.
we did it. I took
when you walked through the door, I'm like, oh.
Took Tuesday off to
Okay.
do party prep, and I
Okay.
was like, we're in pretty good shape.
Your
good
parties
shape.
are legendary, I hear. I can't wait.
They're
It's gonna
good.
Be fun.
They're very good.
I was just telling you guys
Yeah.
before you walked in, the best thing about your parties is the eclectic group of people that, like, you're looking around the room and you're like, what do these people have in common? The answer is either
Mason.
Mace or Juan.
Right. Yeah,
but it's like straight, gay, black, white,
Yeah,
Mexican, news anchors, weed guys.
Yep.
You know, it's like all the
Really?
all the
We touch all the bases.
DeMarco's head just snapped up.
Really?
Like you don't say.
By the way, Laura says, I don't know what to wear, or people don't know what to
No,
It's
people
what-
are
you
hitting
literally
me
could come in your pajamas
What about
and you'd be fine.
casual
Okay.
do people not understand?
You and I had this conversation. We hashed it out on like a wheel question or something. But I'm still getting messages. I just showed you that people are asking me, "Hey, what's the dress code? Hey, what's the dress code?"
I
Trav
asked you yesterday.
asked.
Yeah.
I asked you yesterday.
Yeah, I told you. I'm
I
going to
think
be
I
wearing
asked you.
approximately
No,
what I
I
was
asked
wearing.
you.
But
Yeah.
casual
There
would
is
mean a lot of
nothing.
different
There is
things.
it, like if you guys show up exactly how you're dressed now, you're
Okay.
fine.
It was slightly intimidating.
Yeah.
Like I hear about his parties, they're legendary. Like, how do I dress?
Well, if
Shut
I
up.
said to you dress casually, that could be like the business casual thing. That could be board
Or
shorts
my
and flip
casual.
flops.
It's a layer below, above board shorts, but below
Okay, casual
business
is
casual.
board shorts, flip flops.
So
Better than that.
So 1 year,
A little better.
one
Much
year, like
better.
because before COVID, you guys used to have a lot of parties.
Yeah, we did.
And so 1 year before COVID, O'Shea showed up in a hoodie, reeking of you know what.
Well, yeah,
and
maybe.
left with one of these said news anchors.
Oh,
yeah, and I thought, okay, anything goes at this party.
Good for
You
you.
throw a good party.
Yes,
There you
exactly.
go.
DeMarco, what
Yeah.
are you gonna? I'd like to coordinate this before we walk in. What are you going to be
You
wearing?
heard John. He
Okay.
just said I could show up just like
But
this.
I'm asking
Exactly.
you
You just-
specifically.
You just fixed my whole rest of the day.
Are you
Yeah.
going to roll something like
Just
that?
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Are-
perfect.
Are we inside, outside?
Inside, outside.
Okay,
yes,
so
both.
something with sleeves and a hood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
There you go.
It's gonna be a little chilly.
If I
in
wore
there.
a jacket, would I be out of place?
No.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
you mean like a
Like
sport
a
jacket?
Like
casual
not like
sports
with
coat.
jeans. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
what I'm
no,
thinking.
that'd be
No.
you'd be
That's
perfect
okay.
in
The only
that.
thing
Yeah.
I'm doing, Travis, is taking an Uber. That's the only.
Yeah,
That's
I
You,
think that's
you're
smart.
too far away to take an Uber.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been
The night
preoccupied
I
with
got
this
really
all day.
hammered at one of Mason's parties and literally walked up to him as I was leaving and said to him, "Thank you for coming." At his party.
That's my house. But
Yeah, I made Mark Willard take me home.
I've been-
I go, I'm leaving my car here. You're taking me home.
Susan is out of town, so unfortunately she can't come. So I'm going to be coming by myself. And
Oh, you should go with Michael. You guys live in the same area.
Yeah. There you go.
I will reach out to Michael.
by the
and
way,
see what his
Michael
plan is.
Thompson, I don't know if you saw this. I tweeted this out, but there is we've got a specific bag of Tostitos ready to go for Michael
That are
Thompson.
just his bag.
Knowing
It says
Michael like
4MT.
knowing Michael like I do, he probably will have chips will travel.
He probably
I think he
will
will
bring his
probably
own
bring his
chips.
own.
Those are the best chips.
Does he
though.
just
are.
want
Yeah, they
his
are.
own chips, or is this
Yeah.
a germ thing?
It's
again?
no, I think
he
it's
is a creature of habit. I've told this story a million times. One time we're in a steakhouse in San Antonio, really nice one, and Michael, of course, was wearing sweats, and walks in with a red Solo cup of wine of Camus. Of
course.
And the wine. What do you call it?
Michael.
What do you call the mace? What do you call the
Sommelier?
wine? Yeah, sommelier.
Yeah.
yes.
Comes up and goes, "Sir, let me put that in a glass for you." And Michael goes, "No, I'm good."
Yes.
So he's got his, and then he orders his steak, and they say, And he says, and I need some ketchup. And they say, well, we don't serve ketchup here, sir. And he goes, no problem. And the waiter walks away, and Michael, out of his jacket, pulls out one of those little bottles of ketchup.
The hotel ones?
No, from the plane. Yeah, he
Airplane
grabbed it
ketchup?
on the plane.
Done this before.
So
Yeah.
he's Michael knows what he likes and
Respect.
comes prepared.
Respect.
I think the guy, the solo cup is the one that's sticking with
The
me.
best.
Like,
Oh,
I get
yeah.
if you're
You gotta
going A
earn
to
that.
B,
Yeah.
fine. But once you get inside, just pour
How
it
much
in
do
a
they
glass.
charge a
How about
corkage
with-
fee there? Or
the solo cup?
How about
cup?
like picture Mastros, okay?
Yeah.
And Michael literally walks in like he comes in here. He's got a pair of sweatpants on and his Bahamas sweatshirt and just walks right in with a red solo cup of wine.
Yeah, he gave up
Look
a long
who's
time
here.
ago. Big time.
Do you kind of think twice about faux pas like that? Like
Not
Michael,
at all.
Michael
I'm with
doesn't
him.
give a
Michael
damn.
doesn't care.
I'm with him. I don't
Yeah.
care.
You
Not
don't
at all.
care at all.
Not
I-
at
I-
all.
I
I'm
would-
here to
Like,
eat.
what's a faux pas you will not?
Like, I would not walk into Mastros with a solo cup of wine.
Yeah, I
would
guess
not,
I would not
do
at
that.
all do that.
I
No.
don't care.
No.
I'm here
I
to
would
respect-
walk
yes.
into a party with it and
Sure.
just, but I'm not
That's
walking
okay.
into
Come on.
a.
Yeah, Michael, and I'm a
A
little
spot.
jealous of this, that he has this, because I'm close to this, but not as far as him. He's this isn't a word, I'm making it up, but he's unembarrassable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't
so
have that.
I have
Really?
it most of the time. Like I'll do anything for $100,
Yeah.
and and so Michael keeps doing these embarrassment bets with me. One time, we were in Phoenix. Stop me if I've told you guys this story. We're in Phoenix. I probably have.
Stop. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead and tell the story.
Look at each other.
I have heard it. No.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
The pretty girls sitting on the bench.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'll
Wait, I
I'll
haven't
skip
heard
it.
it. I haven't
I'll tell you.
heard it.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell him. It's
Pretty
good.
girl
No,
on the
go
bench.
ahead,
Nah,
The
You finish it. Yeah.
There were two very.
By the way, I told Juan this week. I said, part of the show is John and I both have stories, and there is a skill to listening to it and pretending like you haven't heard it before.
I don't mind. I don't mind hearing his stories. And that one about his
nor do
dad
I.
yelling at Daryl
Yeah.
Strawberry, I've heard 100 times. Makes me
Hey,
laugh
it's
every
funny.
time.
Good story's a good story.
A good story is a good story, and you can take pleasure in seeing the person who hasn't heard it.
Correct.
Enjoy it.
Exactly.
I've never heard it.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm stuck on a bench with two girls with Michael Thompson.
I'll tell you in a
Can
second.
you get me
Yeah.
off the bench, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
No, Michael was the one challenging Ira.
All right, I'll do it in 30 seconds.
Okay.
So Michael said there's 2 hours before a game in Phoenix.
Okay.
No one's in the building except the players warming up. So picture the whole row of courtside seats, maybe
Yes.
60 seats. There are two girls talking to each other, and there's a seat open in between them.
Yes.
Because people sit really close.
But the whole row's open.
The whole row.
So there,
I know where this goes.
Yeah.
Okay. I know
Mike,
where this
Michael
is going.
says to me, Ireland, if you go over and sit in the seat in between the two of them for 60 seconds, but you cannot speak, you cannot tell them what you're up to.
I'll give you $100.
I'll give you $100.
Oh my God!
And before you can even take it back, I pull across the court, and these girls are sitting.
Yeah.
Picture the girl on the right with her knees turned to the right, and the girl on the left.
Yeah.
So it's super awkward.
Yeah.
So I walk up to the two of them and I go, like this, like part your knees, and they're looking at and they're
There had to be
going.
a better way to say that.
They're going.
right.
Well, not just
Right.
so the empties
Yes,
would work.
Excuse me. He
No, I can't
speak, though.
talk.
He can't speak.
Oh,
yes.
talk.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I go like this, like I get my two hands out there, and they look at me like, "What's wrong with you?" There's like 50 empty seats on both sides of us, and I point to my I have a watch, and they go, "Wait, are you? What's wrong? Are you mentally challenged? What?"
Yeah.
And I sit right in between them, and they're having a private conversation, and the girl's looking at me, and after about 20 seconds, she goes, and I go like, shh, like I put my hand on my thing, and she goes, "What? You can't talk?" And I point at the thing, and the other girl figured out. She goes, "It's a dare.
You're right.
You can't talk." And I point at Michael. She goes, "That guy dared you to come do this, right?" And I
she
nod.
figured it out.
She figured it out. I walked over, and that was it.
Easy $100.
Yeah.
I like
Are
it.
you unembarrassable?
Pretty unembarrassable. I mean, I've done my share of stupid. I mean, I literally ran through the building in my underwear.
I
one
was here
time.
for that,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
That was a sad day.
Yeah.
For the office.
What are you talking about? That was a great day.
It was a great
that
day
won,
for
that
me.
won bid of the year.
That did win bit of the year.
Yeah,
You're right.
I can be embarrassed.
You can be
And you-
embarrassed.
Like not
Okay.
with things that have happened to me. Like I'll tell you just about anything you want to know.
There's things
Right.
you
but,
won't do.
But
In the moment.
it's a long
Okay.
list of things I would not do.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll
I would never
I'll
do
do
what you
anything
did.
as long as it
For
doesn't
$100.
doesn't physically harm me or someone
Someone
else.
else, yeah.
Or that's condition one. Condition two, it could get me fired.
Okay.
Right,
Yeah.
those two things.
Yeah.
Those are good
Other
rules.
than that, I'll do
Why
it.
were you running in your underwear?
I believe
Was it a bet?
it was for $100.
$100.
If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken,
Yeah, I had
came away with $100.
I had $100, and Mason had dared me to do a few dumb
Okay.
things, and I'd done it. And I go, "Here's a chance for you to get your $100 back."
You ran around here in
I
your
said,
underwear.
"Strip down to your underwear, run down the hall, pound on Tommy Lamb's door, say 570 sucks, and run back.
Yeah, okay.
And you can't tell anyone what you're doing.
Right.
And
That's the part, yeah.
He stripped down to his underwear, sprinted down the hall. Everyone's looking at him. He's not allowed to say anything. Pounds on the door, yells, comes back, and I had to give him $100.
And by the way, he was now. I don't know if you actually would have done this, but Ireland. When I said no, Ireland was like, "Well,
yeah,
he was unbuckling.
I would have done it in a heartbeat.
Would you have done it?
Oh yeah.
I always thought
Would
you
you
were
do that?
totally deking me.
No,
That
would have been easy.
No,
that would have
I
been
bet
easy
you.
money.
Yeah.
The bet that he accepted,
No.
you would
$100
not.
That I would not.
150.
do. Red Solo Cup and Mastros.
160,
Yeah.
160,
No,
170,
no,
going
no,
once, going
no.
twice.
One time we were on a flight once. This was years ago, prior to when we were traveling on Delta like we are now, and we have to abide by FAA rules. We had a private carrier years ago, and we offered Trudell $100 if he would climb into one of the luggage compartments and stay up there for 20 minutes, and he
that
did
would
it.
be terrifying.
Yeah.
He did it.
He can fit.
I would,
Yeah. I
yes,
can't
he
fit up
can.
there.
Yeah, I can.
But I would. The second that was the door closed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
they had to close
no,
the door.
no.
Yeah,
But you know what he did, Trev? You know what he did? He took his phone with him,
Yeah,
and he was
man.
just reading on his Kindle
on.
up there for
No,
20 minutes.
I instantly had a flashback to MRIs. We've all
Yeah.
had an
Oh,
MRI.
yeah.
That
Wow.
is I can do them. It's not like I'm claustrophobic like that, but it's a terrible sensation.
It
having
is.
that
But for
roof
$100?
Not a
200.
100. There's a number that I would
160.
definitely do it. No.
160,
We
170.
gotta
Go right to
starting at
160.
500.
There you go.
210 going once, 210 going No,
He's trying.
no,
No,
you're
not
out.
happening.
No,
Yeah, man.
out.
Showing up at a red Solo Cup at
Yes!
your house.
Do
Big
it.
time with
Super
flip-flops.